Good evening Twitch and hello YouTube. Good day to everyone that is watching live and to everyone who is watching the video on demand. It's amazing to see everyone tuning in today. So, we have quite a lot to talk about and to get through in this live stream. As you can tell by the title, we are prepping for update 1, which is how the majority of these next few streams is going to be. And for me personally, when it comes to Satisfactory, whenever I build a factory, whether it's a modular, or a mega factory, or even a starter base, one thing I always like to get done immediately is power. And of course, when it comes to update 1, what's one of the biggest things coming into the update? That is right, a brand new power source. And this might look quite confusing, but do not worry, all of this is going to be in tomorrow's video. But I want to make it on my live stream, explain it to you guys, and I suppose you'll see it before everyone else. If you are watching, again, live or on demand, then you guys will be the first ones to see tomorrow's video, I suppose. So, yay. Welcome Basic, welcome Catastrophe, welcome Sven, welcome Herobrine, welcome guys. First ones to tune into the stream today. Also, I've just demolished about 14 hot wings, and I'm starting to feel the effect. So, if I don't talk much, that's the reason why. My body, like, I love eating spicy food, yeah? But there's just something about the after effect for me. Anyway, so this is where we're at so far. As you can see, it's quite intense. With all this stuff down here, we could already make the electromagnetic control rod, which is fantastic. And we already know all the pieces that go into this. And just like in my video today? Was it today or I don't know, either today or yesterday. Whenever you see a picture, it means that it's something new in the game, or it's like a new resource. For example, Fixite ingots is brand new, so there's an image next to it. Status is not brand new, so there's not an image next to it. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, how's everyone doing in the stream today? I hope everyone's excited for 1.0. Tomorrow is the 1st of September, so we'll be in the 1.0 month, which is fantastic. Good afternoon, Kenrick. Hope that you're doing good today. Welcome back. Hope that you're doing well. So I suppose I'll give you guys a quick rundown about what this actually is, and I'll explain what we're going to be doing in today's live stream. So, the entire point of this is to find out how to make the FICSonium fuel rod. That's what we're trying to make today. Although, now that I'm looking at this closely, I don't think you get dark matter residue from this. I'm actually not sure about that. I'll have to rewatch that just to try and confirm that. But either way, everything else here is the process on how to make it. And this might look kind of confusing, and I suppose I'll explain what that is as well. From the quantum encoder, we know of 4 things that you can produce. The superposition oscillator, the neuroquantum processor, the AI expansion server, and the synthetic power shard. All 4 of these things, when they are produced in the quantum encoder, make dark matter residue as a byproduct, hence why I've got all 4 of these things linked up to this. And the second thing I'd like to explain is down here. When these resources here go into the converter, you can see I've got something called ICA ingots. This is not new. This only stands for iron, deuterium, and aluminium ingots, since iron, deuterium, and aluminium ingots, plus the SAM ingot, is what makes the Fixite ingots. So that probably explains what that is. Just in case you are looking at this wondering if you've missed something, no, don't worry. This just narrows it down rather than having to put iron ingots, deuterium ingots, or aluminium ingots. Just makes it a bit easier to understand. Welcome Ray, hope that you're doing good. You're excited for 1.0? Yeah, that sounds very exciting for me at least. I'm definitely looking forward to it. You're excited about flushing the toilet? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. How can I forget the most important part? I know. Also, when it comes to plutonium waste, I do understand that you can't just spawn in plutonium waste. You get it from plutonium rods in the nuclear generator, which you then get from uranium and all that sort of stuff. But the reason why I've put this here is because everyone's nuclear setups are different. But again, I'm just starting this one from here because it's probably easier to understand that way as well. And again, you combine all of this stuff, coal, diamonds, dark matter crystals, plus this into the singularity cells, plus the dark matter residue and the plutonium waste into the FICSonium, and that plus the excited photonic matter, plus the fixite trigon, plus the electromagnetic control rods, then forms the FICSonium fuel rod. And the reason why it says plus water is because you need to combine this with water to then put it into a nuclear fueled generator. You do not get water as a byproduct from this. I don't think you actually get any byproducts whilst making this, which I don't really understand, because you make it in the quantum encoder, and everything that gets made in the quantum encoder produces dark matter residue. Except this, I think. Quantum radiation, oof. That would be, interesting. Well, we think that this emits some sort of quantum radiation, because it's combined with quantum and radiation stuff. So that would make sense. So what I want to try and do right now is calculate my nuclear pasta recipe and copy and paste it into this format. And I believe I've got it right here. There we go. So this is essentially what I'd like to copy and paste, but I want to try and change the way this looks as well to make it a bit easier, and of course to match with the theme as well. You can convert up to 30 objects. Please deselect. I've literally selected too many objects. That's actually kind of nuts. Well, let's go with that then. So with this, I suppose we can select... That's better. Yeah, okay, that's what we want there. Let's then go with text. We don't want to have a backline. There we go, that's better. Yeah. We are using Times New Roman, right? No, we're using Open Sans. Okay, can I change all of that to be Open Sans? No. Why am I even using Open Sans? It's a nice font, but I normally always use Times New Roman. Doesn't really matter. Oh, that's annoying. Boink. Is this going to work? Hopefully. Where is it? Open Sans. Yes. Yes. I don't think we actually want any border here. Okay, that's a lot better. The lines I actually want to keep, except for a couple of these, which I'll actually like to change. Let's turn them into being... Actually, wait. Will this work? It'll actually be sick if it does work. Connection lines. Bro, I love this app. And it's free as well. I love it. Preparing recipes I haven't even gotten to. Yep, pretty much. And again, judging from what we've seen so far, this is actually correct. The last couple recipes I've done were part speculation, part facts. Whereas this one, again, as far as I'm aware, is fully factual, which is pretty nice. You hope they add an in-game notepad for planning. That would be such a sick addition. It would probably be an addiction as well, but you never know. Yeah, welcome Smarty, by the way. Hope that you're doing well. These guys still have the border. I know what to do that. Okay, that's fine. You start from here. Go up to you. I'm going to shapes. Text. That's better. Do the same with you lot. And in theory now we should just be able... That's way too much, isn't it? Oh, that's exactly 30. Wow. Yeah, now we should just be able to copy and paste it on. In theory. Let's see. Yes. This is 78 size. Let's keep going until we get... Oh, no. Until we get roughly 780. Seems a bit too short. That seems slightly better. Bigger maybe, like this. Bit bigger still. Okay, again, it should be close to 780. Oh, it's not. It's 64. I think, hopefully, we should be able to change all of this. Text. 78. Oh, nice. Again, select all of this. Go into connection line. Type. go up to here. I think. Oh, it's a middle. Wow, okay, that's a lot thicker than I thought it would be. That's alright, though. You actually use signs on a big water plan of factories, which is very slow, since you don't like using external programs. Oh, that, I mean... yeah, I know quite a lot of people that do the same. I sometimes do the same as well. It is definitely slower, but it looks nicer. And sometimes, for me personally at least, even though I know some things are slower to plan out, I still do it anyway, because at least I know what it's going to look like. And it's just easier for me to focus on. It's easier for me to see. That's actually perfect. Nice. I've just saved a good 20 minutes worth of time right there. I'm gonna put this here. All the text should be black. I don't know why some of it's in white. There we go. Move this to be about here. And connect you and you two together. Yeah, that's pretty much perfect. I mean, the gaps here are slightly bigger. That's okay. The only thing I've got to do now is select all of this. All of these ones. Boink, boink. Let me continue the boink. Don't know why that's gone all weird. Text. We want to change this to red. We then want to have the square. Change this to red and a thickness of that. Oh, my PC just froze. Nice, epic. Yeah, so a border, black border up to roughly the middle. Okay. Not too bad. So again here. Text, change it to this. Black border almost to the middle. And change the text to that. Simples. Lovely. Make these boxes slightly smaller. Also, one thing we've got to get rid of is all the items per minute. It just needs to be the words. That's probably going to make a massive difference, to be fair. Welcome, Bits. Good evening. Hope that you're doing good, man. The cogs ticking, I see. Oh, yeah. You definitely are. I love this app as well because it makes everything so much simpler. Really good stuff. This is probably a stupid question, Bits, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Are you looking forward to update 1.0? I know, that... Take your time to answer that one. I know, it's probably going to take you a minute. Don't worry if it does. I'm still on the fence. I don't think I'm going to stream it, guys. I think I might just retire, honestly. Right before 1.0 comes out. Can you imagine I do that? To be fair, that does actually sound like something I would do. But, no. The only day that I won't be able to stream, again, is the 16th of September. Again, that's a work day, so I can't really avoid that. And welcome, C. Kenley. Hope that you're doing good today, man. Welcome. And welcome, Madman. Hope that you're doing good. Welcome, Plo T. Hope that you're doing good. Hey, welcome, chat. I hope everyone's doing well today. Thank you again for all the recent support on the channel. Like, we just hit 1,000 subscribers, I think, 2 weeks ago. And now we're at 1.3, which is just wild. It really, really is. So thank you again for all the support, guys. Oh, wait, for water, this is actually slightly different. So for you... Actually, what did I do down here? I didn't do anything. Okay. I'm going to do that. That. Make it slightly smaller. I'm going to fill it in with this stuff. That doesn't seem to have done much. That's why. There we go. You're doing bad? Oh yeah, your PC. I'm sorry about the PC, man. It's very weird how your PC's doing that, and it's typical how it has to happen now as well. Hopefully you do get everything sorted with your PC. I know what it's like having computer issues. Especially, well, that's the wrong button. Especially when it's towards an update as well, it's just not nice. That's what we're doing, okay. Text box. Roger that, there we go. Again, why are you being annoying? Oh, okay. Makes sense, my bad. That is my bad. I take full responsibility. Because I pressed the wrong button. Yay. Your talent. Your pure skill. Really is. And change that to black. Better. Why are you so thick? There we go. Relax. So that's going to go into there. And essentially, this is it. This is how you make FICSonium fuel rods, everybody. Woo, we've cracked the codes. Well, we've already cracked the code ages ago, but this is what it looks like. And I'm still going to work on the presentation. But essentially, yeah, this is what it is. I still would like to see, actually. Let me try and bring this up. Do you need that? Maybe open up my editor thing. Welcome, Blackwood. Hope that you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. The Fix-It is hammering your PC. Maybe it is. Maybe Fix-It is secretly destroying your PC to stop you from playing the update. Try and bring up this trailer. Go. It should be somewhere here.
Static power charge.
Well, you know, I think you can just about see it there. Yes. If this is... Wait, no, I don't think that is what it is. Because from this angle... Well, I mean, there is a pipe going round there. We can't actually see any of this dark matter, I don't think, coming out of it. We can see water there. We can't see that dark matter residue. Oh, wait. No. But surely it has to, because everything that goes into this machine then outputs dark matter residue, no matter what, I think. Welcome, Charles. Hope that you're doing good. Welcome to the live stream. This is an old clip. Yeah. I think it does. I think it does involve that. And if not, I'll just remove it, but I think this is correct. I think so. So that's all good there. That's all sorted out. This is a bit of a nightmare. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, looking at this now, it's quite a lot of resources to make this thing, isn't it? Again, all of this right here is just for nuclear pasta. And the rest of this stuff is actually like the new stuff. Of course, not including electromagnetic control rods. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's difficult to make. I would just say it's a bit of a hassle. It's fine though, because it's going to be good to make. Okay, this is all nice and small now. Good. Why are you overlapping? Don't do that. Thank you. Now select all of these. All of you as well. Make sure I don't miss anything in here. There we go. I knew it. Rubber. Yep. Okay. What recipe you think it is? Which one? This recipe or another recipe? I know that there's a couple old recipes that are changing, that they haven't fully announced. Let's go with text. We then change this to that. And from this, we then change that to this, that to that. Look like this. Perfect. Fantastic. Yep. And these two have to change, that has to change, and that has to change. These two have to change, and I think that will be it in regards of raw Ooh. Almost missed you. Okay, that should be fine now. Box. Pink. Yes. Except you're slightly different, in fact. One thing they didn't mention is what the Mark 6 belt is made of. Yeah, that's correct. You think the triangle part, that would actually make sense, the Fixite Trigon. Because they did, or Snat did say a few times throughout the trailers and the streams and stuff, that this is quite an important resource. I assumed it's to make all the machines, but as you say, it would sort of make sense if you were to use this to then make Mark 6, because I think it's going to definitely be a brand new 1.0 resource to make Mark 6. I thought it would be the SAM ingots. I said, oh, also, I should probably point out, the reason why this has NN next to it is because we currently haven't actually got a name for this thing. Every time they've brought up SAM ore, they haven't really said what it's called. So maybe they've changed what it's called, or maybe it's just there for a bit of suspense, I don't know. But I'm going to keep on calling it SAM ore, or SAM ingots, because that's just what we're used to. The FICSonium fuel rods. So this is what I think it's made from. Electromagnetic control rods, Fixite Trigon, the excited photonic matter, and the FICSonium. FICSonium is then made from plutonium waste and singular cells. Singular cells is then made from dark matter crystal, concrete, iron plates. Jeez, nuclear pasta. And that's how you make that. The reason why I've got these 4 things here, like I explained towards the start of the stream, is that all 4 of these items here, including this brand new space elevator part, all come from the quantum encoder, and all of these produce dark matter residue as a byproduct. That is why I've got them there as an example of what's used to make that. Oh, did I get it right, bits? Let's go, guys. Let's freaking go. It only took me how many attempts? I don't know. This was only supposed to be a side project. And now I've turned it into whatever the hell this is. Oh well, it's good fun. It's good fun as I'm sat here shaking trying to get everything correct. Oh dear. Let's copy this thing over. Did I go overboard? No. This is just for science. Well, literally. Quantum science. I should put that on my CV. An expert in quantum science. I might as well, honestly. Yeah, we've also got to get rid of all these things. Yes. SAM, or maybe called dark matter. Dark matter is this thing. Although I know what you mean. It could be called something matter, strange alien matter, or strange antimatter. Is that what it's called? I think it definitely has the word matter in it. I don't know where the dark comes from. Anyway, because yeah, dark matter residue produces the dark matter crystal. And when I was going through all of this, it's kind of mad to see how many things are produced in the accelerator. Because diamonds are made in the accelerator, or the particle accelerator, which then makes the dark matter crystals in the particle accelerator, which then comes into this thing which is made in the manufacturer, and then this thing which is made in the particle accelerator, which uses, half an hour later, nuclear pasta, which is made in the particle accelerator. So, that's gonna be something. And welcome, Wojtmik. Hope that you're doing good. Isn't some strange alien metal? That's what it's always been called, but I think they've changed it, and they haven't actually announced what they've changed it to. And the reason why I keep saying that is because they've been talking about SAM ore and SAM related products for years, at least. But only recently, they've started not to actually use the wording of SAM ore, or strange alien metal. They've either redacted the words that they're using, or they quote what like the Twitch chat says. So if the Twitch, I promise I can speak English, guys. If the Twitch chat asks a question like, "Is there any news about SAM ore?" then they would say it. But I don't think they've actually mentioned SAM ore itself in a while, even though we know it's confirmed. But again, I think there's been a name change. But I still think it's going to spell SAM, in my opinion. SAF. Strange alien fluid. I mean, the thing is, my mind's a bit dirty, so I imagine something else with that. But yes, that could definitely be a thing. Strange alien fluid. Don't know what the hogs get up to. Anyway, I've just had my dinner as well. In case you're wondering, by the way, why do all these things have, like, items per minute? It's because I got this... Oh, connection restored. Thank you. It's because I got this from this, where I've calculated every single, like, nuclear part that I need. And it turns out, again, they've updated all the recipes. So everything you see right here is no longer valid. Woo! Isn't that incredible? That only took about 50 hours to make. I'm not sad. The strange antimatter is what FICSit called it. Ah, the strange antimatter fluctuator is the name for the package SAM item. Oh, is that like the official name for it? Ah. Nice, I actually didn't know that. So it's the fluctuator. Ah. You learn something new every day. I spelled it wrong, let's go. Right? Fluctuator, is that not a word? I swear fluctuator is a real word. Fluctuate. Fair enough. Welcome Andrew, hope that you're doing good today. Welcome Mike. Welcome Saltic, welcome guys. It seems to you that tier 5 stuff is almost a whole new game layered on top of what there is now. Yes, absolutely. Which is really cool. Because like right now, like even just crafting the final 4 space elevator parts is still a really, really cool challenge. And now having all of this stuff as like additional, well, layers, as you say, is really, really cool. It definitely does add like an extra immersive element to the game. An extra challenging element as well. Just in case this game wasn't challenging enough, we now have quantum stuff. Great. In fact, do you want to see a live POV of me reacting to quantum? Okay, this is literally me when they announced quantum. Because the thing is, right? What the hell is this? Because the thing is, right? It's really cool. Quantum stuff is really awesome. Don't get me wrong. But when I started hearing about new, like, fuel types and dark matter, I was like, hell no, I can't be able to deal with this. Like, before, I was like, okay, fantastic. New stuff, that's really... Quantum stuff, oh dear, this is pain, but it's fine because it's still really cool. But at the same time, I'm still rather nervous because it's quantum stuff. There you go. That's and hello YouTube. Why am I talking in the background? Thank you. But yeah, either way, it's still gonna be cool fun, good fun. Looking forward to it either way. So let's just try and make this a little bit neater here if we can. Back a little bit, push that up as well. There we go. Everything down here makes sense, which is the most important part, obviously. There's more to come. I can't do with any more. I can't. No, that's it. That's enough, please. I don't want any more. They've announced enough content. Just, that's it. I was happy after we got the toilet flush, let alone quantum technology. I generally don't think my brain could handle anything else. If there's a new vehicle... Oh, you know what? You know what? Here's a question for the chat. Do you guys think they are going to add a brand new vehicle into Satisfactory 1.0? Like a helicopter? Start over? I'm starting over my 1.0 series, absolutely. But in regards of this, I'm not starting this over again. I'm too far gone. A plutonium bomb. Oh, can you actually imagine that? Because of course, right now we have like nuclear things, don't we? You have explosives in the game. So can you imagine if there was like a, wait, what's this thing called again? A FICSonium explosive. Oh, just blows up half the map. You get annoyed by the fart gas? You do? Oh, now you can blow it up. That would be quite nice. And welcome, Dark Astro. Hope that you're doing good, man. Are you so glad you got it for like 20 bucks? Yeah, it's I think now it's £33. I don't know what that is in US dollars. Also, I don't know what it is in Iranian riyals, so sorry to anyone who does Iranian riyal currencies. I do apologize. But it's about £33. But in all honesty, if you look at some of the games coming out nowadays, the absolute dog water games that are coming out now, I won't mention any game in particular, Call of Duty, but they're like, what, $60 standard now? $60 for like the average like AAA game that comes out. I don't know how much the new Star Wars game is, but that's probably somewhere around 50, 60, maybe. If it's made by Ubisoft, it's probably around $7,000. But the thing is, I love Ubisoft. I know, controversial hot take, but a lot of my favorite genres and video games come from Ubisoft. Watch Dogs, I freaking love Watch Dogs. That's a Ubisoft game. That's it. No, Assassin's Creed. Love a good old Assassin's Creed. And the thing is, right now, well, not right now, but sometimes when I check Steam, Assassin's Creed is like £6 or something like the older ones, and it's definitely worth it. Right now, I'm still just trying to save my pennies, as we say. I'm trying not to spend money on useless stuff. Even though the other day, I was this close to ordering Satisfactory toilet paper. I was going to, like, show what it looked like, but then I was like, it's just toilet paper. Maybe. Maybe one day. If the chat convinces me hard enough, I will get Fix-It toilet paper. You know what? Yeah, if we hit 2,000 subscribers, I will get Fix-It toilet paper. There you go. Oh dear. Let's do that. Brilliant. Oh, a grappling hook. Yeah. That would be sick. You need that. I like how they have made improvements to the parachutes. I still haven't used it since the day they added it, but it's still nice that they are making improvements to it. Fix-It planes. That could be quite interesting. Could be quite interesting. But where would you really fly to? Because as of right now, you've got the hypertube cannon, which sort of gets you from point A to point B rather easily. They're not really that expensive to make either. It takes a bit of time to make it, but just stick it into a blueprint and then just copy and paste it. Unless you can't put it into a blueprint, but I don't see why you can't. It should be able to work. I guess we have to test it out one day for science. Might even test it out today, towards the end of the stream. I love how the title is called Satisfactory 1.0 Prep, and people just tune into me going on a random hypercannon. This, what we're doing right now, this is definitely 1.0 Prep. Like, we are literally preparing for a brand new power type. In case you have just tuned in, by the way, hi, welcome. I stream Satisfactory, like, a lot on my channel, so hi if you are new. But right now we're trying to calculate the resources needed for FICSonium fuel rod, which is the brand new fuel type coming into Satisfactory. So we've now got uranium fuel rods, plutonium fuel rods, I didn't forget what it was called, and FICSonium fuel rods. And the best part about this is that it doesn't produce any waste. So if you have got a lot of plutonium waste lying around, you can actually convert it into something called FICSonium. And with FICSonium, you can then convert it into FICSonium fuel rods. Although I believe you might be able to sink this. Don't quote me on that. I don't think they talked about it, but you might be able to sink that. And then if you combine the plutonium waste with dark matter residue and singularity cells, which is a whole nother thing, as we'll talk about in a bit, you can then you know, just make that eventually. Yeah, lots of really cool stuff being added. I have got a full list of everything here. This is essentially everything new that we know of so far that is confirmed. There are other things and other trailers that they have actually teased, but we don't know what it's called and we don't know what's used to make them. So I've kind of avoided talking about that too much, but as of what we know of right now, this thing is called an AI expansion server, and it's the first space elevator part that's confirmed to be coming into Satisfactory 1.0. Phase 5, which again, is awesome. But it does consume faster than nuclear and plutonium. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame that it does do that, but it's fine. If it doesn't produce waste, I'm actually completely fine with that. Always be called the IKEA lamp. Yeah, it does look a bit like an IKEA lamp, and I think I've called it IKEA lamp for like a week and a half solid, so I'm still going to call it now I'm going to call it FICSonium, damn it. The IKEA lamp. It would always be the IKEA lamp. Always. You can take away its name, but you can never take away its memory. Let's get rid of this stuff up here. Oh, I cannot wait to be making all this copper powder. I'm so excited. Because I've watched a few people now make all this copper powder to form the nuclear pasta. And it looks so cool seeing thousands and thousands of copper ingots going into copper powder, which then makes the nuclear pasta. It's such a cool addition. And now, obviously, because of the converter, you can now convert a bunch of other resources into copper, which is pretty awesome. Okay, that's all fine. Let's just change this. This is tomorrow's video, by the way, chat. So you are getting a quick insight of tomorrow's video. Which I think will be my third upload in a row. Third upload in 3 days. I feel like a proper YouTuber now. Welcome, Trigo. Hopefully I didn't completely butcher your name, but I hope that you're doing good, man. Have you ever done a mega build? No. I've planned out mega builds, but either my PC is continually crashing, or I've just been burnt out from the game that I just give up and start over again. I don't think I've ever completed a mega project, no. But in 1.0, I've already got 2 mega projects planned. So, that should be very exciting. Okay, that's all lined up. Let's just try and line up the stuff now. And that should be this all completed. Yep, that looks good. Move this out here a little bit. Yeah, I like that. In fact, you know what I'm gonna do? No. That's better. That's all good. Yeah, no. Yes. It's slightly smaller. No, don't go changing all that. No. Oh, I'm gonna have a breakdown. POV me after 3 minutes of Satisfactory. First breakdown, let's go. That's fine. This is probably slightly big. Oh, actually, this is wrong. This has to be... Well, it's actually, no, it's correct. It's just laid out wrong. Not really a drama, though. There we go. Concretes. I don't like the way that this is positioned. We'll do this. There we go. Better. A lot better. A lot better. Yep, okay, everything looks good here now. Great. So I think we can probably start the recording. Wait. Have you seen any of Dan P stuff on YouTube? I haven't, no. There's quite a lot of content creators I haven't really watched, and I definitely should give them a watch. No, I don't really watch too much, like... Well, the thing is, I watch YouTube, but I don't necessarily watch, like, gaming content much anymore. Oh. I mean, to be fair, recently I have been watching quite a lot of the Black Ops 6, like, early gameplay. I've missed out a lot of this. It looks alright. For me personally, the last few Call of Duties all look the exact same. And this is coming from someone who absolutely used to love COD back in the day. I mean, it was my childhood, really. Okay, these two have to get painted. This. Anything else now? Don't think so. Mark IV Spider, oh no. We don't need any more hostile activities in the game. It's fine. Honestly, it's okay, it's okay, it's fine. Good now? There we go, okay. Yep, good down here. So I think we've done it, chat. I think we have officially calculated everything that's needed to make this thing, which is great. Put that down over here. Put you there, that's fine. Move you along to here, and down a little bit. And again, all of this is to make the FICSonium fuel rods. I actually hope they change it a bit with the recipes with the copper powder to make it lower. Yeah, I think they might do. And the reason why I say that is because now there's so many more resources to make in the game that they might actually make this recipe slightly easier to make. Hopefully. I guess we we just have to wait and see. Oh dear. And let's get a nice little frame. No, we don't need a frame. We need a shape. This thing. I'm gonna keep it like that. Have a nice green. Make it nice and thick. And then we'll give it this. That's not green. My eyesight isn't fantastic, but I know that's not green. Think that over there. Okay, that's all lined up. Fantastic. The player teleports don't exist in 1.0. Yeah, Ad, it would be quite nice if teleportation was a thing. In fact, here's another quick question for the chat before we start our video recording. Do you guys think that they are going to add teleporters into 1.0? That could be the new form of transport. Maybe. Okay, this is me completely speculating. But I think that Summer Sloop or Mercerspheres is going to have to do with something in regards to teleportation. I've got no evidence to support that. Nothing. Not even one drop of evidence. Welcome Ken P. You can't wait for the converter. Yes. It should be kind of fun. Because in regards of everything else, the devs have been able to predict roughly what the players are going to make with what resources. You know, okay, there's a bunch of coal over there. They're going to probably turn that into either a steel plant or a coal power plant. Okay, there's a bunch of oil over there. Probably turn that into plastic rubber. But with this converter, even they don't know what monstrosities we're going to come up with. So I suppose that's another really fun element. Like, no two builds are going to be the same, which I think is actually really awesome. Okay, let's stop the music in the background for just a second. Let's then... I have to get rid of chat just for a second, I'm sorry guys. And get rid of me. Where's... Okay, there I am. Then name... Brilliant. So, by this stage, I would have already done my introduction to the video. So that's nice. Let's move this over here a little bit. There we go. What am I actually going to talk about? So in the introduction, I say something like, hi, new video, rods. Okay, I know roughly where to begin. Maybe that thing with the laser at the end of the teaser was teleporting the Summer Sloop. That could make sense because they're always talking about lasers and maybe the laser will teleport you. And that was from the space. Maybe that machine was new. Wait, before we get into this, before we get into recording the video, let me just activate this for a second. Hi, you can see my face again. Sorry. It was this thing. So I thought this was the space elevator at first, just judging by the shape. But the closer I look, I don't think this is the space elevator. Because first of all, you've got this thing right here. And second of all, you've got this grey sapphire-looking thing. And third of all, it's actually a lot smaller. So I think, again, opinion, hot take, hot opinion, but this might be a teleporter of some sort. this machine is not the space elevator and that this machine's a brand new teleporter. That is my guess, because again, this looks new. Unless they've completely redesigned the space elevator. You hope it's a teleporter? Yeah. Could be. It could be for power. It might be for power. But again, it's all just guessing at this point. Like, there is no right and there is no wrong answer. It is purely just guessing at this stage. Anyway, let's record this video. Time to act professional. Oh, goodness gracious. In 3, 2, 1. And here is the FICSonium fuel rod right here. And as you can see, this thing requires quite a lot of things to make. But luckily, it's not as bad as it first appears, since this entire chunk of stuff up here is the nuclear pasta, and that is where we're going to be starting today. So, of course, you've got your classic copper ore into copper powder recipe, and at the moment, you need a lot of copper ingots to form copper powder. And then I'm going to trim this part out, because I've got an example. I think I've already shown this in a video once, but I'm going to show it again because it makes more sense. A laser drill. It could be a laser drill, Charles. It could be. You could drill summer sloop? Or I don't know. I literally don't know. Again, there's no wrong answer at this point. Okay, here we go. As we can see over here, just producing 20 nuclear pasta, we're consuming 24,000 copper ingots to make 4,000 copper powder, which, if I wasn't using this amazing alternate recipe, which I'll talk a bit more about later, this thing would be such a costly thing to make. But again, we are saved by alternate recipes. And cuts, woohoo! And back over here. Oh, I'm too immature to be a YouTuber. Actually, no, I'm not. The whole point of being a YouTuber is being a bit immature. Anyway, back to this. And as you can see, a repeating pattern throughout all of my recipes here is that I like to use water, especially when, of course, combining it with ores. The reason as to why I do this is because it saves out a lot of the resources such as iron, or limestone, or other resources like bauxite as well, quartz, so it's quite an important thing to do. However, do bear in mind that a bunch of these alternate recipes might be changing for 1.0, so don't be too concerned if everything you see here isn't entirely 1.0 accurate, but as far as what we know, this is completely correct as of right now. Woohoo! Anyway, you have no idea what it can be. Yeah, Kenrick, I've got no idea either. But, again, it did say coming soon, right at the very end of the trailer, so I'm sure they're going to tease a bit more about it next week. But yeah, teleporter would be amazing. I won't spend too much longer talking about nuclear pasta since I talked about it in this video that you can currently see on screen. However, you do need copper powder and you do need pressure conversion cubes. This is what's going to take most of your time and energy to make. But let's swiftly move on to this stuff down here since, let's be honest, this is the really cool and important stuff. So, let's start over here, since this is rather confusing to some, but do not worry, this is super easy to understand. This is the quantum encoder. It is the official name that it has now been given. From the quantum encoder, you can make 4 parts that we are aware of so far. One of which is the superposition oscillator, which we've had in the game for ages, and we can finally make. Second of all is the neuro quantum processor. If you'd like to know how to make this thing, again, there will be a video on the screen demonstrating how to produce this thing. Third of all, we have got the AI expansion server, which is the first space elevator part teased in 1.0. And lastly, you've got the synthetic shards. I will have separate tutorials for the superposition oscillator, for the AI expansion server, and for the synthetic power shards, all coming out of my channel in the coming week. So do stay tuned for that. And cut, woohoo! What about the big blue flying thing? The manta ray? You can pet it, but it doesn't do much else. You are correct. You can just pet it. That's about it. Unfortunately. Oh well. Anyway, back to video mode. Back to serious mode in 3, 2. And like I mentioned, the byproduct from creating all of this is the dark matter residue, which is extremely important in the game. So even though, yes, it is a byproduct, it still plays a crucial role throughout 1.0, and especially the next part we're about to see right here. Moving on, we have got dark matter crystal, which is made in the particle accelerator, and this is something that myself and my chat have noticed quite a lot, is that the particle accelerator is made to use, is used to make quite a lot of things, as we'll talk about in just a second. But, of course, to make the dark matter crystal, you don't just need the dark matter residue. You also need diamonds, which is, again, produced in the particle accelerator, and this is just made from coal. We know this because, again, of the clip that you can currently see on the screen, which shows the process being made. This is 100% confirmed and is no longer speculation. So now, when you combine yourself the dark matter crystal, concrete, iron plates, and the nuclear pasta from earlier on, you then get to form yourself the singularity cell. And again, in the video that I made a few days ago, we did predict this, and we were indeed correct, which is awesome to see that a few of my predictions were correct. And this thing, no, it's not made in the particle accelerator, thank goodness. It's made in the manufacturer, and it looks absolutely awesome. It looks a bit scary as well, but there we go. Now, when it comes to the FICSonium, this again is made using the singularity cell and the plutonium waste, and that's literally it. Of course, plutonium waste doesn't just spawn out of nowhere. You have to make a bunch of other things before it, but I've cut all that out because it's a bit of a nightmare to fit onto this graph. But let's just say you've got plutonium waste in storage and you want to use it and you don't know how. Well, essentially, this is how. You turn it into FICSonium, which is absolutely fantastic. But what does this combine? Let's find out. And pause. What if you could sleep in the hub? Do you mean like Minecraft style, essentially, where you can like skip thunderstorms and the rain and you can skip the night if you sleep in the hub? That would be quite nice. I think that would be a pretty cool addition, if I'm honest. But let's see what they're going to do. We don't know what they're going to do yet, so you never know. You suspect next week's trailer is going to drive us all nuts? Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm going to most likely make a video about it on Saturday, which is like this time next week, essentially. Unless it's a short trailer, then I might try and make a video on Friday, but again, Friday nights, I'm not home. I don't go out clubbing, I go out playing tennis, in case you're wondering. So, that's why I'm not slacking, I'm exercising, I promise. Oh well. When I share the sheets, yeah? I think when 1.0 comes out, and this is correct, I will share it. But let's say, for example, this is wrong. I know it's not wrong, but let's say this part here is wrong. I then need to fix that. But if this is correct, then yes, I will be sharing this sheet. Absolutely. And welcome, by the way, TC. Hope that you're well. It could be a way to heal yourself. Ooh, that could be quite interesting. Anyway, back into ultra serious video mode in 3, 2. And with the FICSonium, you can then combine it with 3 other materials that we have to talk about, starting with electromagnetic control rods. And you might recognize this thing, and that's because it's not new, and everything that's needed to make it, again, is not new. And here is again the best recipes in my opinion, using quite a lot of these water recipes as well, because again, I just absolutely love it. Grand. This next part is slightly confusing, but again, do not worry. So, to make the excited photonic matter and the fixite trigon, you need to start off with something called an ICA ores. And in case you're tripping, wondering, well, they haven't announced this, is this new? Do not worry. This is basically just iron ore, deuterium ore, or, not as in ore, but as in like, or it could be, aluminium ore. And that's because when you turn all these ores into ingots, wait, no, you don't get aluminium ores, do you? Well, I talked about that whilst recording. I don't know. I think it sounds more immersive. I lost where I was. I'll redo this part. 3, 2. And the next 2 parts get a little bit more complicated, but it's very easy to understand. firstly, let's talk a bit about ICA ingots. This is not new. In fact, it's just an abbreviation. I stands for iron, C stands for caterium, and A stands for aluminium. Iron ingots, caterium ingots, and aluminium ingots all can combine into the converter to then construct fixite ingots. In regard... No, I'll cut that bit out. Oh, welcome, Virus. Hope that you're doing good. I saw you did an amazing job analyzing the trailers and all you got, and you got me hyped. So thank you very much, man. So I wanted to come and thank you when I saw you were live. Oh, thank you very much. That's very, very kind of you, man. Yeah, I'm very excited myself as well. So, I'm glad that I'm able to explain my hype through a video. That's pretty cool. But thank you for stopping by. That is greatly appreciated. What was I talking about with ingots? Oh, yeah. And depending on what ingot you use, whether it's iron, which is the worst kind, caterium, which is a mid kind, or aluminium ingot, which is the best kind, it all has different rates going to the fixite ingot. You will see the clip on screen right now of this happening, and then I'll explain a bit more about it later on. However, to form this into the fixite ingot, you have to combine it with SAM ingots itself, which luckily is made from a constructor, which is produced from SAM ore, which of course is mined from the miners. So this is actually extremely easy to understand. There we go. And lastly, when you turn these fixite ingots into fixite trigons, you can then use this part into the FICSonium fuel rod. So that part's quite easy. And of course, when it comes to the excited photonic matter, no matter what you produce from this machine, when it involves the SAM ingots, it's automatically going to produce this. So essentially, again, this is just a byproduct, the exact same as the dark matter residue. Both of these aren't a gas or a liquid, it's its own thing entirely, but luckily, it acts like a gas. So you don't need to place down any valves or anything like that. Just pretend in your head it's a gas, because that's how it's going to work in the game. Okay, essentially that's that video done. Actually, before I end it, I just want to say one more thing. So we get... Oh, frick sakes. Why is this moved? Stand by, I swear to God. There we go. So, like I said, this looks very difficult, but it's super easy to make as long as you just ignore the nuclear pasta drama. But some of you might be making this anyway. So all you have to do is combine this with a few 1.0 parts, and you've got yourself the FICSonium fueled rod. A few of you might have noticed though, why does it say plus water? Do you get water from making this? No. One of the byproducts from FICSonium fuel rods is again dark matter residue, because remember what I said earlier, everything that you make in the quantum encoder, including these 4 parts, always end up forming dark matter residue, a byproduct, and this is no exception. The reason why it says water written there is because you have to combine this with water in the nuclear plant to form electricity. You can't just make this, then put it into the nuclear power plant and expect it to operate. You still have to get a water system to make it work. But when you've got that sorted out, you have got yourself a brand new fuel rod in Satisfactory, and that is how you do it. And then, of course, I'll record the outro off camera. Let's get the music back, because it sounds weird with that music. Name, there we go. And that's how I make videos, everybody. So that's that piece done. I would now like to do the same thing, but for superposition oscillators. Oh dear. Have you decided which biome you're going to start? Yes. I'll actually show you that. There we go. I literally type in SAT, and the very first thing that comes up is satisfactorycalculator.com interactive map. Wow. Is it going to play an ad like it usually does? No. Okay. So, where I would like to start is is... I've lost it. Here? Yeah, it's here. You can just about see it. We've got 4 iron nodes here. We've got a pure copper node. I believe we've got some limestone somewhere around here. This might in fact be it. And we've got a couple more iron nodes up here as well. This start is really freaking good. I absolutely love the start. Best of all, up here we're going to get a few more resources. I think there's coal that's going to be near here as well. A lot of players normally start here when they spawn in the northern forest. This is where the limestone node is. There's a couple iron nodes, a couple copper nodes. I won't be starting here though. They're actually going to be removing a few stuff along here as well, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, this is definitely where I'm going to start. In fact, if I get all the nodes on the screen... Again, this is not entirely accurate because they are changing around some of the nodes. But it will still give you a rough understanding of why I want to try and start here. Because of this. Look at all the pure nodes. It's incredible. Everything's pure except for a couple limestone. But early game, how much limestone do you actually need? Like, yeah, you have to make some concrete, but except for that, what else are you going to make? And we still got more limestone nodes up here. We've actually got tons of limestone, to be fair. I can't move it. Hello? Can I please... I crashed the app? I did. I literally crashed the application. Subscribe for more application crashes, everybody. There we go. Is that map updated to the new changes? I don't think it is. I might actually have an image of the new nodes, I think. I don't even know where I'd even save that. Thumbnails? No. Thumbnail prep, maybe? Okay, well, this somewhat shows it. So we can see all the nodes being added and removed. And the place I was just talking to you guys about is right here. As we can see, nothing is being removed. Anywhere near here, nothing is being removed. Well, that's miles away, and it's Katyra. I don't care about that early game. But look what's right next to us. 2 brand new raw quartz. Fantastic for the early game, especially if you want to do a bit more syncing, which is fantastic. Change to the full version of the calculator. I don't know how you do that. And welcome again, by the way. We have got another Caterium node here. We've got, again, sulfur being downgraded. I don't particularly care much about that. You don't really have everything that you really want. I could have sworn there was coal up here as well. There's a bunch of coal being added down here, which now makes sense. How many nodes is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 extra coal nodes. I believe all of these are impure, but that's fine. Or they're normal at the very least. Should we double check? We've got some time to kill, so let's actually watch that video. And welcome again to everyone who was Why have I opened up Twitter? Ugh. Get that out of my sight. There we go. Which video even was it? How do I close this? There we go. It was... Oh, it's a while ago now. It wasn't 6 months ago. Wasn't that one. Wasn't that. Oh, here we go. Is it going to be an ad? No ads? No freaking way. That's mad. Cole, where is Cole's face? Here we go. That's a lot of coal. That is a lot. Yep. You want trains to be cheaper? They might be cheaper. I wouldn't be surprised. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are impure, 2 are normal, and 2 are pure. That's a lot of stuff. I like to always get a train up here as well. So I think what we'll do, chat, is all of this up here, again, just planning here. I want to try and make all of this into diamonds. Shine bright like a diamond. Welcome, Chaos Rising. Hope that you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. To change versions, you can use the big orange button in the corner. I'll have to reopen it a bit later because I literally crashed the app the last time I tried to open it. So, wait. No, I don't want to take a screenshot of Snap. Sorry, Snap. Okay, that's what I wanted to try and take a screenshot of. And I want to try and open this up on my editing software very quickly. Just to try and get some drawing stuff available. That makes no sense. It will make sense in just a second though. When I get this thing up. There we go. So here we have it. We have ads? Bruh. YouTube, get good. So, what I'd like to try and do... Oh, it's quite pixelated. Isn't there like a way to full screen this? No. So, in regards of trains, at least, I would like to have one train going roughly like this. This train will then collect all the coal, and it will probably then bring it to this. Which would be like a diamond factory. It's around coordinates 165. Oh, negative 165,000, negative 30,000 on the interactive map. What is? Maybe something I've missed. Whoops. We're feeding your baby right now. He's the real Chaos Rising. Yeah, they are like that. I went to go visit my brother in Ireland. Over a month ago now. Damn, that flew quick. And 2 days before we got there, he had a child. Well, not him, but his girlfriend had... fiance had a child. And it's so weird to see them that small. And because obviously I follow him on Snapchat, and they post pictures of like their child, it's massive to see the difference of what they look like, you know, on day 3 compared to what they look like after a month. Because in theory, like, a month for us, like, you know, whether you're 20, 30, 40, 50, whatever, not much changes. But from that age, it's mental how much you change when you're younger. Even my other nephews, just every time I go back to Ireland, they've grown like a foot and they look so much older. It's mad. And I generally think you only realize how old you actually are when you see like your family or children growing up. And then you're like, oh damn, I'm getting old. Like, completely off topic, but I was watching Ali A. I used to always watch his COD videos back in the day, and I was watching his Pokemon Go series. I like to binge watch it every now and then. And there was one point where he was in Iceland, and he met a bunch of fans, and they were like 13, 14 years old. I was thinking to myself, what was I doing when I was 13 or 14 years old when this came out? I looked at the release date, and it came out 8 years ago. That's when I realized I was their age 8 years ago. I was like, what? That was me! I couldn't believe it. But yeah, anyway. Time, everybody. So that's our first diamond factory plant. I'll then probably have like some sort of track, like a train track. A little chew machine going from here to about here. So over here is where I want to place down a bunch of my factories and have like a mini Satisfactory city. I would like to have a little bit of that over there as well, but most of it would most likely be over there and down here. Connecting these two together would then be another train. However, we'll then have yet again another train doing something like that. Maybe I won't do that because it starts to look a bit like that no German symbol. But you get the gist. We'll then have another train come down to about there, just for coal. Then we'll probably have another one like this, And like that. And one more going up here. And another coming in like that. That's probably what we'll try and do. If we could plant plants, oh, like vegetation, I would love that. I would absolutely love to have vegetation in this game. I just don't think it's ever going to happen. I would love it though. So we've got a diamond factory up there. We'll probably have like another diamond factory somewhere here. Because again, we have to remember that some of this still has to be used to turn into steel. So I don't know how much diamonds we're going to use, but it would make sense if all of this was diamonds, all of this was diamonds, and that would give us a hell of a lot of diamonds. All of this that you see here, including that, would be used for steel, and then everything up here would be our coal power plant. That's all good, Jan. Have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you very much for tuning in, by the way, as always. I do greatly appreciate that. And thank you again for becoming a member. I still awesomely appreciate that as well. Thank you. I think that would make sense in regards of our diamond and coal layouts. I'm happy with that, at least. I feel like it makes sense. Again, plans might change. I'll definitely be heavily relying on trains in this update. But again, let's just think a bit more about this. I don't do that. Maybe that'd be quite nice. There we go. Because let's just try and calculate. Mark 3 minor Satisfactory. So with this thing, on a... These ads are actually like grinding my gears. Oh, my PC lagged. Let's go. All I was saying there is that my ads are grinding my gears, that's all. What I'd like to try and see is this. Mark 3 minor on a pure node. There we go, that's better. So what do we have down there? We've got 5 pure nodes. So 5 times 1,200. We then have 4, 5, 6, 7 normal nodes, which is 600. Plus 600 times 7. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 impure nodes, which is 300. 300 times 6. So in total, on this one train line, that's 12,000 coal per minute. Per minute that we are producing. That's wild. And in total, this accumulates to about 1,000 diamonds. Because again, for every 12 coal that you have, you produce 1 diamond. So this is 1,000 diamonds worth of coal. I don't know if that's a lot. I don't know if that's too much, if it's not enough. But that's what that can produce. This is probably a lot less, if I'm honest. Let's say this is around 8,000. 1, 2, 3, 3,600, 4,800, 6,000, 7,000. Yeah, it's almost exactly 8,000. That's actually a really good guess. So we've got 8,000 there, plus 12,000. That's 20,000 coal per minute if we're really using everything. Being used to make diamonds. Again, seems like enough. And the rest of this, which is still a bunch of resources, is to make steel stuff. Because again, steel is rather important. Same with down here as well. This probably won't need a train track. This will just need a, what should we use? Let's use this. Regular belt. Like that. Same with that as well, most likely. Same with these 4 as well. That can just be belted in. This, no, I like that. The thing is, right, these could get belted in, but I think it would be more immersive to have trains or trucks. Trains or trucks there. You'd be better off taking the triangles to coal sites and making diamonds, unless there is another restriction. You don't need triangles to make diamonds, you only need coal. Coal is the only thing that makes diamonds. However, to make diamonds into other stuff, you then need, again, other stuff. I'll put that to the side for now, just in case we have to bring this back up again. But yeah, going back to this image though, this looks like an absolute cluster speck. It's not really that bad. It doesn't really make much sense, because they're removing a bunch of quartz, and just adding them back right next to it. And then they're moving it down, I think, over here. Which is fine. Spreads it out a little bit more, I understand that. Although I'm going to admit, I probably will miss having all the quartz bunched together, because it made logistics so easy. If you want quartz, put a big quartz factory out there, and there you go, you've got 6 nodes, like, instantly. This is a major change. I like how they're adding this. This is very, very good. Especially if anyone starts here at the rocky biome. You might not recognize it from this POV, but if you've ever started in the rocky deserts, this is most likely where you spawn. And if you've ever seen that weird rock formation that has like a bunch of iron all around it, a couple copper nodes up there, some limestone jotted around down here, this is where we are essentially. And just north of you, you've now got 4 coal nodes, rather than having to come to here to get the 4 nodes. So I guess it's a very similar distance, but think about terrain. The terrain here is a bit of a nightmare to get to, whereas up here, you still have a bunch of iron and cool stuff up here anyway. So you could probably form like a nice base over here, and have coal literally right next to you. So the southern plains looks the best for 1.0. The part down here, the green fields, yeah, I suppose it's a very, very good shout as of right now. There seems to be no massive changes, at least, because this is where most players start. You've got your 3 iron nodes here, you've got your limestone there, you've got some more iron up there, some copper over here, etc, etc. And there's no changes there. In fact, there's actually a Caterium node being added, so nothing's being decreased or increased. I mean, to be fair, almost every single thing here is an impure node, which is the worst node in the game. I still think the best biome, though, is the desert. It's a hill I'm gonna die on, because I quite like it. Which is kind of funny, like, this is my favorite biome, but I'm starting my 1.0 playthrough here, which is quite weird. But I just haven't seen many Let's Plays from this location. I know there's apparently a few out there, I just haven't seen many. So that's the reason why I'm starting here, because we've all watched the Let's Play that started here, or the grass fields. I mean, literally my previous series started in the grass fields. But not many people start out here, again, from what I've seen at least. So that's the reason as to why I'm doing that. After the screen. Anyway, back to life, back to reality, sorry. Back to this thing. Oh, this is so freaking confusing to see. We'll harvest the deserts, but you won't build much there again. Yeah, the desert's really nice to harvest, and the reason why I like to build there so much is because the terrain's quite nice. You haven't got like random things sticking up out of nowhere. The majority of it is just dunes, and essentially that's it. So you make the foundations a bit high. Let's say the dunes are here. You build your foundations up there, flatten out the entire thing, and there you go. You've just got like a massive area to build a factory. The antimatter bomb will make a black hole. Can you imagine that? If there was like an achievement for like making like a massive explosion, that would be pretty cool. But I don't think there is. Welcome, ex-concrete guy, by the way. Hope that you're doing good, man. I don't think I said hello, so I do apologize for that. Hope that you're doing good. And again, welcome, Werner Brits. Hope that you're doing good as well. So this video is sorted out. Yay, fantastic. Pat on the back. The next video I'll probably make is this. So now let's move you over there. Let's copy and paste you here. Let's then add. Where is it? Where? There we go. I'm not blind. So you're going to be... Is it above or below is what I did? Above. Okay. So we've got this. And then we're going to say... Produced in... Quantum... Encoder. Why am I going to say that? Well, because it's produced in the quantum encoder. I know, crazy stuff. And this is the start of everything fun. It's a bit too big. Change that to red, make it nice and thick. No. And this will be the final piece that we're going to try and make now. And to make this bad boy, you need... that's a bit weird, but we'll take it. We've got ads again. I don't know why it's consistently playing it. I've got it on either the lowest setting or the second lowest setting for ads. So, made from excited photonic matter, superposition oscillator, neural quantum processors, and magnetic field generators. So in theory, if I make a video talking about this, I then don't need to make a video talking about the superposition oscillators, because it's going to be covered in this video. Okay. That would make sense. Yeah, it'll change things up massively. It's like having... It's like a DLC. That's why I look at this update. It's like a DLC. A free DLC. Even though it technically can't be called a DLC because the game isn't officially out yet. But in my eyes, that's what it is. Excited photonic matter. You. Copy your face. Come over here. Superposition oscillator. Superposition oscillator. I think I would still probably make this video first, though. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. 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 What else? Neuro quantum processors. I've already made this video. The last thing is all your magnetic field generators. Damn. Which is this entire thing here. I mean, looking at it now, magnetic field generators aren't really that difficult to construct. Well, especially when you compare it to the thermal propulsion unit. Like, look at all of this. Everything that you see here, in this lane, all of it, all to do with thermal propulsion unit. You need the fused modular frame, which is a nightmare to make. A modular edge engine, again, nightmare to make. Cooling system, eh. And then, of course, the turbo motors, which... Honestly, turbo motors can go do one. They are just so annoying to make. Drag this over here. Get rid of you, get rid of you. And yeah, we'll get rid of you. So let's go into shapes. 0 occupancy. Go no. Stick to 100. Thickness will do that. And then we just turn it off. We're going to change the background color as well. shapes. Yep. This. Lovely. Brilliant, that's that all sorted. Welcome, Bolts. That is the only one for the space elevator parts. Looking forward to the complexity of the endgame. Yes, you are bang on. This is the only space elevator part we've seen so far. Maybe it's the only part we need to make? I don't know. It's the only part that we know goes into the space elevator so far, though. Everything else doesn't. And the reason why I kind of think this might be the only part that's in the space elevator, again, I'm 50-50 on this, is because it uses some of these, like, big machine. Wait, maybe it's not. Maybe it is, I don't know. Because it uses the neuro-quantum processor, which is a big thing to construct. It uses superposition oscillators, again, very big thing to construct. And this. So this is not an easy thing to make. It will be such a big milestone the second you see this coming out of production, because this thing's a nightmare to make. And that's understatement of the day right there. Thickness, we go... That seems really thick. I think that is actually correct. Anyway. With you lot, we then have to make you a bit smaller. Have you still got... Why are you still that big? You shouldn't be. It's fine. It's okay. Now we have to try and get rid of all this EM stuff. Which, yeah, it's a bit of a pain to do, but it still saves me a bunch of time there. 100 batteries? Ugh. Oh well. I know it's slightly risky making these videos talking about how to craft these parts before the update even comes out, but from what we've seen, I don't see how this would be massively incorrect. The only thing that could change is alternate recipes, but still, even if the alt recipes do change, the actual way and how to construct the item still remains the same, just slightly different parts in some places. But the big parts, again, still remain the exact same. It does seem like this won't be easy to make. Just judging from what I've seen so far, at least. We have to fight Fix-It. Oh, can you imagine a bus battle? Katrina comes down from the sky like some Dragon Ball Z character. Trying to fight them. And then Steve is like their second-hand man, or second, yeah. It'd be like fighting Team Rocket. Factory version of Team Rocket from Pokemon. What's the female's name from Team Rocket? I think it's James and something, isn't it? Team Rocket's names. Jesse and James, and of course Meowth as well. The alien artifact to be the boss battle. You go up to the alien artifact, then it just turns into some sort of like machine. Then you hear boss music playing in the background. Speaking about boss music, have you guys seen Assassin's Creed Shadows? It's coming out this year. It looks really good. Like, I know there's been some controversy around it, especially to do with Yazuke, which I can understand why people, especially Japanese, might be pissed about it. But at the same time, I doubt Yazuke is going to be the biggest issue with Assassin's Creed Shadows when that game drops. There's probably going to be 100 other things before that are going to be equally, if not more annoying than Yazuke being in the game. Anyway, the reason why I bring him up is because in the trailer for Yazuke, when he's fighting the enemy, the Japanese warrior guy, it starts to play this like boss music in the background, like this hip-hop boss music. And the people, like the Japanese people watching it are like, yeah, this is just not our culture. they were pretty triggered. Wasn't there also Egypt? Egypt tried to sue someone. Oh yeah, it was the Cleopatra documentary on Netflix. Like the entire country of Egypt tried, I don't know if they succeeded, but they tried to sue Netflix over their Cleopatra documentary. It pissed so many of them off that the country essentially united to sue Netflix, which is pretty wild. Like that's how you know you've royally messed up. You have an entire country uniting just to try and sue you into the ground. But of course it's Netflix, so I don't think they care that much. Nuclear power appears to be even more important now with the newer production items and buildings, as coal will be needed for diamonds and power, especially for the converter. Yes. And again, it's a really cool thing, especially the fact that there's no waste either. I think that's such a cool feature. It really, really is. You can finally get rid of your plutonium waste. Finally. Only took like 2 years. I can imagine some people have probably got tons of plutonium waste just lying around. Now when this update comes out, that won't be the case. Well, unless of course you start a new world. And it still won't be the case. Unless of course you just don't make the new rods. FICSonium fuel rod, right? FICSonium? FICSonium? Yeah, FICSonium fuel rod, that's what it's called. You have a non-satisfactory question, that's fine. I answer any question as long as it's like not extremely weird. Like, do you put pineapple on pizza? Like, come on. Obviously I do. And there goes my entire audience watching in Italy. Damn it. I like pineapple on pizza. Sue me. Please don't. Oh, speaking about being sued, I have to tell this story. I woke up today to find that my channel had 26 copyright claims overnight. 26. So, that kind of sucks. Good news is, it was only on, I think, 4 of my streams. I think one video, no, it was 2 videos, I think 3 streams. That was the most, like, and this happened all in the space of like an hour and a half, but it was like at 2 AM, so I wasn't really awake. Why? I think it was something to do with the music I used. Because I was using music called no copyright music. I followed all the instructions it says, and still I got copyright into oblivion. So the last few streams I've done on the channel essentially all got copyright claimed. Also, another funny thing is YouTube is denying me my tax sheet. Like, they keep on not approving my tax stuff. So when it comes to paying me, YouTube's like, oh, we're gonna pay you when we sort out this tax thing. And then they respond after they pay me like, oh yeah, your tax is wrong, so we didn't pay you. Thanks, YouTube. Again, I don't particularly care about the money, but if YouTube was my job, then they'd essentially be screwing me out for the money. Which is a bit weird because they're worth quite a lot. They're worth more than I am, I know that for a fact. I'm worth about $5, if that. Yeah, it's a bit greedy what they're doing, but who cares? Before we do that, we then have to change this. Do you know the backrooms from Kane Pixels? Unfortunately, I don't. I don't know much about the backrooms in general. I know that it's some sort of like scary thing, but I don't know what's actually about. I don't really keep up to date with like trends and things. I probably should, but just don't. Why does this seem massive? That's how big it should be. I know why. I know why. That's actually fine. That's fine. Then do this. Okay, this makes a lot more sense. Oh, damn it. Wait, I just realized something. Yep. I've got to redo all of this. That's fine. Wait, actually, maybe I don't. If I do this, shapes. What's it doing? Shapes, text, 78th. Okay, it's getting bigger, although some of it isn't. Okay, this is so weird. Let me just bring it back down to normal. Well, now I can't because apparently now it's gonna glitch. Oh, that's really annoying. Why the hell has it done that? I do this maybe? Okay, I've got to make these a bit bigger again. God damn it, man. It appears people are claiming non-copyright music at their own and demanding revenue. Yeah, that does happen sometimes, which is a bit of a shame. A bit scummy as well when they do that, but what can I do? I could try and counter it, but again, like some of these videos on streams earn me about like 20 cents, so I'm not particularly fast, if I'm honest. But if it was like my job, I would be slightly pissed. What now? We just gotta make this a bit bigger. Bruh. Spent all that time adjusting this thing, now we've got to make it bigger. This has to come back down here. Okay, let me just try and... This is very weird. I don't know why it's doing this. Essentially, that's that. Just copy this to here. Okay, that is now correct. Nope. And again, this is used to make magnetic field generators, that's the one. Bow, bow, bow. Is it even E or an O? No, definitely an O. Welcome Antonio, by the way. Welcome to the stream. You're having a nice day so far. Aha, we've got to change the font as well. Which is this one. Brilliant. Okay, now this next part shouldn't be that difficult. It's a slightly bit time consuming. That moves up to here. Plastic, sulfur, wire. And comes in like that. That's that part sorted. Now we've got the aluminium ingot. So this all has to get pushed back here a little bit. Bring it back by that. And here we'll bring this back a little bit. And with this. There we go. You have to watch Kane Pixels 2 series, the backrooms, and it's the oldest video. Okay, I might have to give it a watch. You're more dedicated to 1.0 than me before your sats. Yeah, I am rather dedicated to this game, but I mean, it's good fun, if I'm honest. It's quite stress-free. Sometimes. Sometimes it's anything but a stress-free experience, but I do enjoy it, to be fair. Welcome, Jananth, by the way. Oh, sorry, Jayanth. Sorry if I mispronounced your name, man. I'm very bad with names. But I hope that you're doing good today. Welcome to the stream. We've got water, copper, water, copper. That's fairly easy to understand. We bring these guys out here. Like this. Oh, okay, maybe not. No, you two. Oh my god! You two. Good there. And this has to get pushed back to there. This comes out here. Mistakes have been made. Luminous solution. And fairly simply, I believe, that's just water. That's just bauxite. So now that should be correct. Mega base or modular bases, or combine the both. I'll definitely be combining both in regards of 1.0. I would love to make a mega base though, for two reasons. One, it would look good for a YouTube thumbnail. And second of all, I quite like seeing all of my work in one location. Because right now, in the last few series that I've done, like, you know, off camera before YouTube, I've done a lot of modular bases. But I'll spend like 200 hours on something, and then something else, and something else. I can't see all of it. I've got to travel to go see it. So I'd much rather have like one big base, so I can look at everything being like, okay, this is what I've made, I'm happy with this. Rather than traveling to like Azerbaijan to go see my coal power plant. Or like Kuwait to go look at my fuel generated areas. I mean, it's very cool, but I would rather I don't have to travel that far. Let me just come back over here. Let me take this. You will be my example. It should look something like this. This has to be middle thickness. Except for that, everything else is spot on. I played this game and destroyed so many factories because I calculated things wrong. It's a good idea though, using Myro. Yeah, Myro is a lifesaver. Not sponsored, but it's a very, very good app. And of course it's free. So, you know, it's definitely helpful in that regard. Also, I do like to do calculations, because just like you say, I've made factories where I've built like 2,000 iron plates thinking I'm going to need it, but I've only had to consume 400 iron plates. And then I thought, well, now I've got over 1,500, what was 1,600 iron plates that I no longer need. So, what am I going to do with it all? Do I transport it somewhere else? It's just a bit of a hassle. What's this? This is electromagnetic control rods. If I come over here... Well, would you look at that? Will I be damned? Already done it. Do this. No, I pressed the wrong thing. I'm so stupid. There we go. What's with the item people most underestimate? Ooh, what item do people most underestimate? Rubber and steel. Oh yeah, steel especially for me. I think steel beams is always a big one, because I sometimes don't realize how many steel beams actually goes into the encased industrial beam recipe. And by the time I do realize it, I'm like, yeah, I've So you lot can actually go. Oh, that's so handy. I've saved myself at least 5 minutes there. Probably a lot longer. And just slot that in. Nice. Leave you out here just a little bit. And you're going to combine. Go into there. So are you. And so are you. Yep. Work on this in just a second, because I've still got to make some improvements there. Now, all of this should actually be just correct. I don't see why not, so that's fantastic. Use salt. I don't think I've ever used that. Salt. Satisfactory layout tool? Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know that was a thing. Now I know. Got 2 more ads. Refresh the stream and it should go away. Or like, click out and then click back in and it should just disappear. This is fine. This needs to line up a little bit better. We'll go back to about there. That lines up almost fine. About there. There we go. Oh, you're slightly low. No, there we go. Brilliant. Now, versatile frameworks. Is that it for magnetic field generators? Damn. Damn. Yeah, okay, it's definitely the right recipe. I mean, I'm very surprised. Yeah, if there was one resource that I underestimate the most, again, it would probably be something like steel beam. Or... what else? I don't really know. Concrete, no. Iron plates, iron rods, no. Quartz, no. Ethereum, no. I really don't know. Well, that's a big spider. Ooh. Luckily, I like spiders, but it's a massive one. Maybe copper sheets? Which might sound like a weird one, but that's because in my head, I always think that copper sheets are very cheap to make, even though in reality, they're not necessarily that cheap. Goes to there. What is this music? There we go. I did have Satisfactory music there in the background, but that sounded nothing like Satisfactory music. This will come out to about here. Brilliant. You haven't told anyone because I didn't want YouTube to fix it. I think I made a video talking about it. Can I try and bring it up on stream? I wouldn't show the video, but it should be on my channel. This one. How to skip all ads on YouTube. I forgot I made this video. Oh, that's when I had my military trim. Oh, wait. I haven't got it in that one. Oh, frick off with ads. Actually, you can't really see it, to be fair. But that's when my hair was shorter by demand. I had to have a short haircut. Now I don't, luckily. Let's go. Let's go, everyone. Actually, I wonder what my YouTube recommended page is like. Why? Okay. Okay, fair enough. Yep. Hey. Time to, okay. Time for a new account. Alright. So that goes to here. Reinforced. Reinforced what? Reinforced iron plates. There we go, let's do that. Reinforced? Reinforced what? Reinforced. I don't know. Why don't I stream on Twitch? I am. I'm currently live on Twitch and on YouTube. The pinned message of the stream should say that I'm live on Twitch and where to follow. Is that not a pinned message for this stream? Any of my the YouTube viewers? Yeah, whenever you see me stream on YouTube, I'm always live on Twitch. Always. I just stream on both because some people like YouTube, some people prefer Twitch. But yeah. In fact, we're actually quite close to being affiliated on Twitch, which is pretty cool. Iron, ore, water. Okay, now we just have to make it look nice and neat. If this comes out to about here, this can follow suit. Lovely. If this is not lined up. Okay. Nice. That there as well. Oh, you need to be a bit bigger. That can go. Yep. Same with you lots. That shouldn't be red though. I do realize this recipe is right below us. Oh well. Done it now. And that's fine. That's all that sorted out. I'm happy with that. Happy with that. And that. This isn't quite central. There we go. And I'm actually quite happy with the way that looks in total. Right, please. Brilliant. Now this is going to have to add that. We're then going to go with a black box with that thickness. Is that too thick? That's too thick. I think it would be. It should be 8. Okay. Box. -1 thickness. Brilliant. What's the objective of this whole thing, though? Are you planning to make the factory in this format, or are you just calculating? Yeah, this is just calculating, roughly. Yeah. So when 1.0 comes out, I'm now going to know, okay, well, this is how you make the AI expansion server. I know what I need to basically make to make it. Well, I'm using pure alts. They are so power expensive. I don't really mind using power, and plus building a power plant's good for content. I like building nuclear stuff. I enjoy it anyway. If you don't enjoy building power plants, then yeah, maybe it's bad. But for me, I just see it as another project. And again, because this series is going to last a year, I don't mind making my projects bigger than it needs to be. Like, think about my playstyle like Texas. It doesn't need to go hard, but it does. It doesn't need to be big and grand, but it is. That is essentially my playstyle. I make things almost difficult for myself, but at the same time, it's bigger and I think it just looks decent as well. And it's going to get me through the time as well. There's a lot of reasons as to why I do it, but I think it's fun. That's my other excuse. I just enjoy it. So, magnetic field generators. This thing. Let me just save this image for a second. Upload it to this. Then we'll add it on to this thing. Don't worry if you can't see my screens for a minute, by the way. Trying to copy and paste an image on. It's quite difficult to do in this app. Okay, that's that. We're speed running. There we go. Nice. Salt for the format? I might do. Because again, I'm still really enjoying this. Yeah, this image is way too big. Now it seems way too small. I think we do that one, don't we? Yep. I would like to stream some more God of War, by the way. Not sure when we're going to do that. Tomorrow, I'm not planning a Satisfactory stream, so I might do that then. Anyway, sorry, going back to your question, by the way, Jayanth, sorry I interrupted you there. The reason why I'm doing this is because, let's say now, I want to calculate the magnetic field generator for update 1, and I want 5 of these things. I now know exactly what resources to make them with. So when the update comes out, I'll essentially be doing this again, but for the other resources, well, for almost every resource in the game, essentially. And I now know, okay, well, this is the recipe I want to use, and I know exactly what it's going to make. That's the reason as to why I'm doing it. Also, it's just good fun. Need to pass the time. That's the first part done. Now we need the neuro quantum processor, which I believe I've calculated here. Is this mostly right? That's correct. That's correct. Some of the wording's wrong. That is not correct. Well, yeah, it's not correct. This is correct. Okay, let's take this recipe and let's work our magic. It only has update 8 stuff. Yeah. Oh, that's not really what I wanted to try and do though. That's to be expected with quite a lot of these apps. That's why I'm just going to wait until 1.0 comes out and just do the work myself. So we're going to get rid of this and get rid of that. And that, and that, and that. That's a moth. Jesus. Go away. Shoo! I hate moths. In case you couldn't tell, I know I kept that one quite hidden. Connection lines. All of you will be black. I think we've got that already. If we didn't, we have it now. Next. Let's talk a bit more about shapes. You lots are not going to have any of that shenanigans. I can't do that, that's fine. You're, for now, all going to be like this. Open suns, that's correct. Let's just make sure everything's open suns. I didn't mean to do that. Shape. 70. Let's start off review then, that's fine. Is there still something else? No. Shapes. You lots. Get rid of it. You. 78th. Well done. Same thing for these lot now. What the hell even is that? What the hell is that? Why is it? Is that necessary? Oh. Hello. That's not necessary. What's that even connecting to? What's this connecting to? Oh. Is that worse? I don't know what's happened here. It's annoying either way. That's there. I've never seen that before. So that's roughly what we wanted to try and do. Oh, that's what it was doing. Okay, okay. That's fine. We'll calculate that in just a sec. I want to make sure that it doesn't do it here as well. Rid of this. Change this to 78. And B is this. Well, that's not very... Okay, this might be an off-camera job. I'm going to do it here as well. I don't see why it's doing it, though. Could you have, like... I've got a better idea. You know that works. Now with these guys, can we maybe go into shape and do this first? Yes, okay, that's how we fix it. Good. Good draws. Here we do the same as well. We change this first, and then we change this. There we go. What if there was a type of underwater material that you would have to use for submarines and underwater miners to go? That would be a really cool asset, but I don't know if they're going to do that. I don't know. But never say never. Never say never. We've seen stranger things, you know, stranger things have happened. You're just gigantic. You do not need to be that gigantic. And again, I think this will probably be Tamora's problem for me. I actually do fancy streaming a bit of Satisfactory right now, like just playing full-on regular Satisfactory. Would you guys like to see that? I hope the answer is yes, because we're doing it anyway. Let me just load Satisfactory. Let me just close like every other thing that I've got open. So, the video that I was recording towards the start of the stream, we'll get that edited by, well, tomorrow morning. I can wake up early and do that. I've got nothing else to do. Then that'll be released midday. In the evening, if I was to stream again, what would I stream? I guess I could just do Satisfactory. Why not? Have I got a Discord server? I have not. I don't use Discord. God of War tomorrow? Yeah, we could do God of War tomorrow over on the Twitch. If confirmed they never do that? Ah, that's a shame. Maybe in Satisfactory Plus. It would be like Subnautica. Oh, it would be like Subnautica, to be fair. That's probably why they won't do it. But imagine having like an underwater base. Which I suppose you sort of can. You can't access it, I don't think. Can you? Can you put train lines into water? We can try and test it out, but I don't think you can. Also, another question, can you drown in Satisfactory? Because as far as what I'm aware, I've never drowned in the game. Oh yeah, Chaos Rising, it would be amazing if there was an underwater mining thing. Nope, okay, fair enough. I'm guessing the respirator protects you then. Thank you very much to Lots Brew for following over on Twitch. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. You said half an hour of water and nothing happened. Oh, okay. Do I want to do creative? Yeah, I do want to do a little bit of creative. I don't think I've worked much on the underground part since my last stream. In case you guys missed it, I've been trying to work on some sort of like underground area. Underground station. Chaos, by the way, is enough. Oh, okay. No problem, Chaos. Yeah, the Twitch and YouTube chat both seem to be quite active today, so thank you very much, guys. What was it? Yesterday we had 50 people watching over on YouTube, which is our peak by like a milestone. Even when we had 50 people watching, there was only like 2 or 3 chatters. Whereas today it's hovered around like the 8, 9 mark, but it's really active. On Twitch, I think we peaked at 15, I think. Yeah, you're right. It was a big stream yesterday. It was a big trailer yesterday. There was a lot to break down. We spent 1 hour and 2 minutes breaking down the trailer. 1 hour and 2 minutes. Don't forget the 2 minutes. A volcano? That would be interesting, but how would it work? Because if it was like to destroy things in its path, that would just get annoying after a while. Like building a factory, coming back 10 minutes later to find a volcano just destroyed a part of it. Okay, I guess for the sake of things, we can go into options. First of all, let's do that. Video, change all this to ultra, and turn this on. Say goodbye to my frames. Keep at it? Exactly. I mean, I enjoy doing it anyway. Like I keep saying. Have I told you guys that I enjoy Satisfactory, by the way? I don't know if I have. So this is the waterfall. It looks really nice. So yeah, you come down here. I think I did show this in my last video. This is just rough, by the way. This is not how it's going to look. There's going to be like a building here eventually. Do you have an internal GPU? I think so. It was quite dark down here. You know. You come round over here, you can get a quick glimpse of it. Have the lights around here. I think this looks quite nice. It's very simple, but it gets the job done. I might add some more lights down here eventually as well. And then run a little bit. And this main part here is the train station. So every single train station is going to have a different color. This one is green, the next one's going to be red, then it's purple, etc, etc, etc. We can do different lines, like what you'll actually see, like green trains connecting to green lines. That would also, again, make sense. And down here is like the actual like inside part. I have changed the roof. Because originally, it was like this all the way through. It was green, there was lots of signs. Now I've changed it to be more of like an orange with a little pattern which you can just about see. And some beams going through as well. And I think this actually does look a little bit nicer. And of course, you can also come down over here and then down. And then you can go, again, even further down if you would so like. Which again, I do quite like. We've got this area here as well. This just goes to the very end. There's nothing really else over here. I would like to do something in my 1.0 save. I think it could look quite nice. The only issue with it is that from up here, it looks like a bit of a mess. Got things sticking out. But that's quite easy to sort out. The second thing I added, which I quite liked, which I'll very quickly show you, is this. This thing through here. Hypertube. It looks, again, it looks fine. It does the purpose I need it to. It is quite dark through here, but I think it does look decent. And it's a nice way from going from point A to point B as well. I'll take it. And again, this goes down. And, oh, guess it's daytime now. It looks cool. Yeah, I think it looks alright. This is what it looks like without the fog. It looks decent as well. So, like, one of these goes down, and the other essentially can go up or whatever. I do like the little entrance of it right there. So this is essentially designed to go from one part of the map to other, and again, from one green station to another green station. Let's say green is coal. So I know, okay, well this is a coal line, the Ring of Fire, the Ring of Fire, it's a Johnny Cash song. So green will go to another green, and then I'll paint the trains green. And I know, okay, well that green train is going to a green station, the green tube. And then what I'll do, like an off Satisfactory app, is I'll make a note of every single station that I've got placed down, and I'll connect it with the colours of the stations, like a green line going from A to B. So for example, this, we can call it GR for green, and then Waterloo, for example, and that. I hate this game. I don't hate this game. There we go. So Waterloo, oh, nice. A PC froze again. In preparation for 1.0, busy optimizing blueprints for speedy deployment with minimal reworks on them during the 1.0 playthrough, hopefully. Yeah, good luck with that, because it's going to take a while, but I feel like it'll be quite rewarding as well to do. Absolutely. And this train will then go here. I would still like to make this into a video, but this video will most likely come out after 1.0. Where is... oh, there, it's right there. Again, this will be painted green, and that would be there. And I think it looks quite nice. It's simple, yes, but it looks nice and it gets the job done. So, what else do I want to try and do today? I suppose we could try and design a city. How does that sound? Foundation 2. I think it is Foundation 2. Yes. Because I still think adding these cities would be quite nice. RIP PC, but I'm sure there'll be a few things we can do here and there to help. Things like that. We'd profit from some kind of junction where you could choose where to go. Oh yeah, definitely. That's not the final product. That's just like a random, off-camera thought I just had. Even though it was slightly on camera as well, because I did stream a part of it. There we go. And because some of the actual underground part itself is going to be overground, I think it could look quite nice. Rather than having... where is it? This exterior to have glass instead, like glass along here. I think that could look interesting. We'll get rid of this, like so, and we'll probably add hexa frames. This. Yeah, something like that. Well, you know what? actually prefer that. I actually prefer that. Okay. Okay. Wow. Wait, no, I can't do that though, because... Wait. It could still work, maybe. Because this middle one will be mostly focused to do with hypertubes. Welcome, Stain. Hope you're well. You're still not the greatest fan of hypertubes. Neither was I until I started using them. Then I quite like them. I like what I'm cooking here. This is like some spaghetti bolognese type shit. I do quite like it. Category orange light. Is that what I? No, that's not what I called it. Oh, don't be a twig. Wait, what? That's not even the right one. Hypertube. I think it's called Hypertube. This? There we go. What if there was a round glass? Oh yeah, I did mention that in a video a few days ago, like things I want them to add in this game, and a round glass was definitely up there. So hopefully they do add something like that. I think it would add quite a lot to the game personally. Changes. I brought the one. Talents. Your talents. I'll come up to about here. Get rid of you. 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 Oh, that looks quite nice. Having the lights reflect on the rock like that. It's like a mine. That could be quite a nice aesthetic, actually, to be fair. For a project. A mine sort of look. Autosave, that's fine. I hear you were watching Stewpot's stream earlier. How the hell did you find that out? Who snitched? Who snitched? Snitching on the pickle. How dare they? This part up here. Oh, this looks nice. Going for like a leisurely stroll along here. Oh. I mean, it's still going to get blocked off, so you actually can't go for a stroll along here. If you could go for a stroll along there, it's still going to get blocked off. Eyes on you at all times. Oh, that's what the SWAT team was doing outside my house. Ah, that makes sense now. Okay, okay. That makes sense. Something about this vibe, it's nice. I like it. I'm getting vibed by this. Don't be a twat. There we go. Could be a good thumbnail. This. My hands weren't in the way. Let's build to here. Thumbnails. Go insanely hard. Doesn't matter, I didn't make it even. But all Satisfactory player. Very good player. Very nice. Very good at video games. I don't know what accent that's even supposed to be. That's like a combination of about 6 different accents and none of them were good. Just check the subreddit and everyone's using the templates of Snuts poking his head out of the window. Oh yeah, the Snuts memes are real. As always, Snart seems to get memed a lot. To be fair, I don't actually meme on Snart. I'm a good boy when it comes to not memeing Snart. For now. Do I like that? I feel like this would make sense. So we could definitely add like a junction here. Your face is gonna have to go. I know I've literally just placed you down, but you know, life's tough. Get a helmet. There we go. You're then gonna have to go. You're then gonna have to go further back. Lovely. As we kissed? I don't remember kissing ass personally. Or ass. Ass. Too sharp. Don't give me this sharp turn BS. If you can triggered. Try this again. What do you mean it's too sharp, though? Do I just have to get rid of this? Does that work sometimes? And now it's going to say this is too sharp. Oh my god. So how are we going to do this? This is going to come round to here. Okay. Good. Not good. Why? Why is you not good? Autosave? What do they add? Small elevators and fence gates. That could be quite nice. That'd be very nice. Oh yeah, one. They could be an absolute pain. I don't understand how it's too sharp when it... This is too sharp now. Didn't change anything. I didn't change anything. Literally all I'm gonna rage, I'm gonna rage, I'm gonna rage, I'm gonna rage, I'm gonna rage. Let's just get rid of this straight path. So why was that connecting weirdly to that? Okay. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. You're going to come to the middle parts here. Good job. Well done. You deserve a medal. You are now going to do something very similar. Good job. And now you... I'm glad that you like them, Herobrine. Yeah, I'm not really the best player in the world. I just have fun. If the fun build ends up being good, then fantastic. If it doesn't, then... There we go. I suppose that works. I don't like having to do that. But it does work. This is now in the way. There we go. Luckily it can... No, don't remove that. Luckily this can be removed. Okay. I'm not exactly sure how trains actually work in this game. We might need a block signal here. Maybe there as well. Maybe somewhere here. Maybe somewhere here as well. Maybe somewhere here. Apparently not there, that's fine. So if I was a train, this is fine, I can come across here, but I can't get into here. Why? Oh, because of you? How about now? Would both turns at the same time? I tried to do that. I see me like have a straight already there, but then that it won't connect. Welcome Embrace, hope that you're doing well. Welcome. Half signal. Range signals are used to direct the movement of trains to avoid collisions and bottlenecks. Half signals are advanced signals that are especially useful for bidirectional railways and complex intersections. They function similarly to block signals, but rather than occupying the entire block, trains can reserve a specific path through it and will only enter the block if their path allows them to fully pass through it. Caution! Signals are directional. Trains are unable to move against this direction, so be sure to set up signals in both directions for bidirectional railways. Small roofs for catwalks. Let me just test something to do with that theory. This might be the worst design you've seen on Satisfactory, but it'll be a medal that I'll add to my collection. So let's say you've got this path going across here. Let's then say this comes up by about there. Maybe a bit more actually. Yeah. What if you could add... Nice. How did I even press that? It is quite a bit bigger, I will admit. Bring it up to about here. It is quite grey as well, to be fair. Hope that you like grey stuff. Actually, I would like to keep this here for now. Then I would like to add small metal pillar just down here. Will that poke through? Twat. That's fine. Is it even centered? Twat! It's fine. I actually want to try and redesign this anyway. Already. Let's go into the blueprint machine. Essentially, I want to do that, but over here. Designed for this. If there's a block where two trains can pass without colliding, use path going in. Yeah. You can already tell that it's going to be annoying for me. Oh well. So let's go with this thing. Zoop that out to about here. We're then going to select this, the walkways. Maybe not that extreme, please. Should be fine for that. That's good. That's not good. Why has it done that? Can't even nudge this part anyway. Oh, that's why it's done that. Okay. So that's actually in the fine position. This isn't in the fine position. Not nudge that at all. That's annoying. Okay, let's go for a wall. Then we'll do. How big is this? Half a tile. We are completely like off track right now, but that's fine. That's better. Because I'm thinking about something, which is not good in the first place. What if you could do this? Have something like that. Running all the way across. Then let's very quickly come back down this direction, probably a little bit quicker. Got an autosave coming up. Speed record for trains. Do you mean like speed record of how quick they can go, or like how quick you can unlock them? Either way, I've got no idea. I say that as if I've got the answer for one of those two questions. I don't. These, there we go. Just got an angle there. So that's going to go across here. We then select the roof. Be this one. That one. That. We'll give it like a nice roof look at least. Not straight again, is it? Why is it so bent? It's not bent, it's more like going in the wrong direction. Welcome, Maxi. Yeah, we just managed to figure that one out. It's annoying when that happens, but it's my bad. This will come out to about there. We'll have to do the same on both of these sides. Actually, I do kind of like the way that looks anyway. We'll keep it there for now. And that be that. Let's just call it That's all good, Chaos. Thank you very much for watching. Have an amazing rest of your day, man. And again, thank you again for becoming a member. That is still absolutely awesome. The question here is, can we add something here? It is one too low. If I was to make that rise a little bit, that could work. Unless we do something else here. We go with something like this. Where is it? How would this look? I feel like it hides a lot of what we just built, so maybe let's not go with that. I think even this by itself could look decent. Especially if you build it in like an elevated area, maybe? The roof looks alright, I mean the roof just looks like a roof. What if we build it downstairs in the dark? How would that look? I've come through the wrong entrance. There we go. Hello, trains. Okay, if you can barely see anything on your screen, don't worry, because neither can I. I mean, it's nice. It does add, like, a decent aesthetic to the... Well, not really. It is rather dark, if I'm honest. How do we try and change that? A 2-meter wall could be quite interesting. Definitely quarter foundations would be quite nice. Other stuff as well. We can actually get rid of this stuff now. So why design everything in the blueprint? It makes life so much easier. So let's say I really liked that. I don't have to completely remake it in the blueprint. It just takes so long to do. So that's that. So there's going to be a tiniest fly in the world buzzing next to me, and it's pissing me off. It's fine. It's okay. I'm not angry. This is going to be about here. Then remove this. Like, we can probably design this without the train thing in mind. Actually, can we? Train bottom, no ramp. That's fine. What's this frame stuff? Oh, I know what that is. That's... I'm not even going to get into that right now. Road is here. Start a ramp? No. I think it's called ramp 5, this one. It's really high up, which is a shame, but we can always just fix that. We can go with ramp 1 next to ramp... Let's do this. Road's going to cut across here. That's all good, Basic. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice rest of your day. I didn't even realize we've been live for 2.5 hours. I tell you, I zone out whenever I stream. It's so good. It's so good. I love streaming. Especially when people enjoy watching the streams as well. Lower than that. There we go. That should be plenty. 1.5. One higher. Again, a vertical nudge right there would have been perfect. We got it, do we? There. That height. This I want to be here. I think that's perfect. Now I need to select the train parts. Train ramp start. No, train ramp without like thing. Train ramp without thing? Yeah, that one. I know, crazy. So this is what we need to place down, just without that. I don't know if I've even got that thing. Instruction 4? That wasn't it, was it? No. Train ramp outside? No. Oh, there we go. So what we're building here is essentially going to be what we're doing in update 1 when it comes to like city building and stuff. Do you think I can post a photo of your build on the stream? You can't send links in the YouTube chat, like YouTube blocks it. That's not my rules, that's just YouTube's rules. Fortunately. Oh, I forgot it does this thing. Now this wouldn't be centered, will it? Gosh darn it, man. See, it's quite interesting to see this building with lumen. Because now it looks really dark. All my builds I've done without lumen. I think this would look quite nice with a light going through there. So let's very quickly place down our blueprint here, since this should be out of the way. Let's then load blueprints. What's a loud sound? No. There it is. Let's then select. Oh, haven't got it. Autosave, that's fine. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of things regarding 1.0 that we have to plan. This is obviously one of them. I feel like rail infrastructure is going to be a very big part of our planning. It's gonna go in like this. No. Get rid of that one as well. Chance broken, is it? Why is that broke? Honestly, I'm having one of those days today. I really am. I'm having one of those, like, breakdown days. So that's that. Control V, but now I want to change this slightly. I want this to be a bit more yellow. There we go. Now this should look quite nice. I just went flying there. Oh yeah. Lumen is a game changer. The chat doesn't seem to be updating on the stream, and I don't know why it's doing that. It's annoying, I know. Now this has to go. What is that? And this should wait. What? Oh, okay. Radio tower? Oh, I thought that it was saying there was a radio tower underneath me. I was like, when did I place that down? I don't remember placing down a radio tower underneath me. That seems like it would be something I would remember. But no, it's because I didn't place that down beneath me. Makes sense. No bottom. Even though it snaps here, we've actually got to move it one closer. Chat, I'm having one of those days. And of course, it removed the foundation. I don't even know what foundation that removed. It removed a foundation from somewhere. There we go. Let's place down these roads. I don't want to add too many other stuff here. Oh, welcome Shadow, hope that you're doing good. It's going good so far. I've only had, I think, 12 emotional breakdowns so far today. No, it's not been that bad. It's actually been really good fun, to be fair. We spent the first, like, hour and a half of the stream essentially figuring out this. I will show you, actually. I will make this into a video tomorrow, so don't be too concerned if this looks a bit overwhelming. Oh, there we go. It was this thing. We figured out how to make FICSonium fuel rods, and this appears to be the official recipe. So this is, in theory, well, there might be a couple alts that might change, so don't be surprised. In theory, again, this should be the correct recipe, which is very, very exciting stuff. So I will make a video about this tomorrow. I spent like an hour and a half doing that, which took ages, but it was kind of good fun to do though, so it's alright. What about the fun we make along the way? Exactly. Like, that's the thing about my streams on YouTube. Like, if you click on my channel, and again, I'll show you guys this very quickly. I have had this description on my channel for, I think, since I began. Just a regular lad from England with a passion for gaming. I'm not a YouTuber, I just post videos for fun, and have a bit of a laugh with people who might enjoy similar games as I. My content might not be the best, but it's content I enjoy making, which is the way YouTube was when I was growing up, and I wish to honor that. That's literally my channel description. Rather than having, like, you know, a bunch of flashy words that's supposed to attract people, it literally says, "Hi, I'm not very good at what I do, but I enjoy doing it anyway." Because that's, again, what YouTube used to be when I was a kid. It was people, you know, making slightly cringy content because they enjoyed it. The last thing they probably thought of was, oh, this can make me a lot of money. Because of course back then you couldn't make a penny from it. I quite like that aspect of it. YouTube's not my job, it's purely just a hobby. And I think it's pretty cool to do it like that. Of course, in regards of like finding success, it might not be the best strategy. But again, it's something I enjoy doing, so I'm kind of fine with that. Again, the fact that people still, you know, subscribe and watch is amazing. So that's what I want this channel to be. I want it to be like a nice, relaxed, chilled out channel where people can come after like a long day of work or a bad day at school, whatever, and just turn on the stream and flush out all of that emotion. Just to relax, have the stream on in the background whilst you're cooking your tomato soup or whatever. And just to chill. Because again, that's what I did when I was a kid. When I had a bad day at school, I used to just watch YouTube. And that fixed a lot of my problems. Anyway, this is the road we managed to build. I do quite like this yellow light. It's quite nice. And here is where we're going to have like the entrance to the underground. I like it. This, I don't know where this is going to go. It's going to go somewhere. I guess we could add the train corner. What's that planning software? That's exactly what I need for your worlds. It's called Myro. It's completely free. There's another stupid fly. Oh, I killed it. But yeah, it's called Myro. M-I-R-O. That's the logo right there. It's completely free to use, and essentially it's like a mind map software. So you can place down frames, and then in the frames you could add text. And the best thing about it is that you can zoom in really close, and then zoom out really far as well. So you could pack in a bunch of information in this thing. When it comes to these images, essentially you can just drag an image from your computer and add it onto here. So freaking easy. You can just connect things. So click on the words, and then just draw a line out to where you want to connect it. You can connect it to an image if you want, just like that. You can add boxes around it. I'm not sponsored by Miro. I just, I really like it. I should definitely get a Miro sponsorship. Also, Miro sounds a bit like Milo, which I believe is an Australian beverage. Yeah, it is. I've never had Milo, but I really want to. I think it's popular in Japan as well, isn't it? It's like a chocolate squash, not squash, chocolate milk kind of thing. Anyway, I'm now thirsty. Welcome, Dukes. Yeah, we take things to the next level. I don't know if it's good, necessarily, but again, it's a good laugh. This is too low. Can I snap this on? No. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, just for a bit of good fun. And if people find the videos helpful as well, that's even better. There. Of course we'll want... I'm not angry. 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 Deep breaths. Oh, it's fine. Train corner. There we go. And I suppose whilst we're down here, we could bring this all the way down, connect it with this train area around here. And then we can add a train station up here somewhere. I don't know. Thank you. Okay, so that's a copy and paste and not an upload game files to make work. Yeah, you can essentially copy and paste stuff. Yeah. It's not to do with Satisfactory. It's just a mind map software, so it's not related to Coffee Stain Studios or Satisfactory. It's purely just a random app that I quite like using. Not sure if I mentioned, but it's free as well. I think I definitely did mention that. I'm not like a cheapskate necessarily, but if there's something free that's good, I'd recommend it to people. If I trust it, at least. We probably want the bottom ramp here now. There, I think, is the correct layer. Ignore me. Ignore me. What's my building now? This is just a small project. Well, this is a road. Yep, there you go. It's just a very, very simple road. Got some hypertube stuff that I haven't yet connected. And then underneath here, we have got an underground station. Because when 1.0 drops, I'm going to build like a factory city. And one thing that I'd like to do is have like an underground train network. And that's what I'm trying to roughly design now. Again, plans will change. It's very dark in here, I am aware of it. So, when you come along here, you've got a hypertube thing, which will show in just a second. And then you have this. This is something called the green line. There's going to be a bunch of different lines. There'll be green, which let's say is used for uranium. There'll then be a black line, which is used for coal. There'll be a red line, there'll be a yellow line, all used for transporting different things around the map. This just so happens to be the green line. And then around here is the actual rail parts of the project. Ignore these, I'm just experimenting with block signals and all that, because I'm still a noob when it comes to trains. So with the seating, we've got quite a simple artwork. It's vibrant, adds a nice bit of colour. Originally, this was all green, and it all looks like this roof. See how it's slightly different designs? Because it all used to look like this, but it did look a bit overwhelming. It felt like I was in the Matrix. I don't really want to feel like that. this feels more vibrant. The orange color gives it like a nice, like, sunset, sunrise kind of atmosphere as well. So you come along here, and essentially this glass is what it's going to look like, because this design will be able to work underground because it's an underground, but also for the above ground as well, just in case I do want to make like the an above ground segment for the underground. Or let's say I've got a bunch of factories in here that I want to try and see. If I add glass, I can then get a nice sneak peek of it, and then of course add some like stairs and whatnot through there. Then eventually you can come down this way. You come down over here. Eventually this would then link up to come around here to then connect with this area out here. But yeah, it's nothing serious. It's just a quick underground network design. Hopefully I can try and implement into the game. Thank you very much, AJ. Again, I know I keep saying this, but this is my very first time using Lumen. It's my first time really using things like signs as well. I've obviously used signs, but because I've never had Lumen turned on, and because I always play an ultra low graphic, the lowest graphics possible for FPS reasons, I never really bothered about things like this. But now that I'm playing with Lumen on, I actually think it's quite important. Looks insanely good already. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's just a, I don't know, a quick project. Keep me satisfied until 1.0 comes out. Yeah, thank you very much for the nice comments, by the way, chat. It's very kind of you. I mean, there is quite a lot of blueprints. All of the blueprints you currently see on the screen, all of this is used to make one road. Yes, one freaking road. It's like, what, 44 blueprints, I think it was? It's actually, like, stupid. But again, it's my kind of stupid, so I quite like it. This is the reason why it took me, I think it was like 80 hours to release that Satisfactory episode. Because I do, like, silly projects, but I really enjoy doing them. Again, it's a game. You're supposed to enjoy doing it, right? Okay, that's just not correct, though, is it? You're currently uploading your world to your YouTube channel. So if anyone wants to see your world... Oh, that's nice, man. I always do encourage people to upload their content, if they feel comfortable doing it, obviously. Okay, you're going to be a pain. That's fine. You're gonna come out to about here, most likely. Get rid of you. Replace it with you. Auto save. It's all good. So I think it's to here. Too far. Let's do half that distance, maybe. That would work. That would line up. It's quite fidgety, but I quite like it. Fidgety. Yeah, that's what we want to try and get. And this serves no purpose, by the way. I just think it looks interesting. I had a corner and I wanted to put something in there. So I was like, yeah, let's just put in something useless. Oh, I should probably not have destroyed that. Whoops. Replace these two. And connect you with you, and that should be fine. No. It's a bit too short. Just like me, ha ha ha. There we go. It's such a simple corner, but it works. So, I mean, you know. That would have been quite nice. Yeah. Actually, do I? No. I don't think so. Well, that's that. I think what I probably should have done is add something like this here. Yeah. This makes it look slightly less dodgier. That's what she said, but you were faster. Yeah, my mind is a bit dodgy. There we go. So what blueprint has tracks on top and a track lane below only? I haven't got one for that. So because this blueprint is so wide, it's 6 blocks wide. So I haven't got one blueprint just for trains and for tracks, but I have got this, if that's what you mean. Yeah, in regards of this corner blueprint, the only thing it has is this little, like, corner piece, and then we have to redesign the outside, if that's what you meant. This is the part that I'm not quite sure how to make. Oh, in fact, I just realized, most people watching probably haven't actually seen my roads. I will give you guys a quick... Oh, this is going to take ages to get there. Jesus. I will show you what I've done. I'm prepared to be almost disappointed in a way. Because of how, like, over the top this is. Oh, summer sleep. Hello. You're useless as of right now, but very important later on. Oh, there you go, the hugs. Somewhere in this direction, though. The truck lanes as well. Yeah, so... For one small stretch, like, for one width of a project, I've got 3 blue... Technically, 4 blueprints. 2 of which for trucks. 1 of which is for the train on top. And another one is a dedicated sign blueprint. Which, again, I'll show you in just a minute as we go over to my demonstration area. But it's... is maybe this, I think. Nope. What even is it? Ramp, no. Oh, there we go, ramp sign. I wonder how this would look with Lumen. I've actually never tested this with Lumen. Do I even have signs on this? I think I do. Today, sometime would be great. That's the back of it. It looks alright. I think it would look better on the roads, because again, I haven't actually tested it out yet. And the Lumen noob. Oh, holy lag. Oh dear. Oh no. And that's the hall that you build the big tower in. Oh yeah, that's the waterfall hall. I don't know if it's got like an official name, but that's what I like to call it. Almost there, I promise. I've got like a creative world part over there, which is where I test out all my recipes. I've got this part which you've just saw me building just for a bit of science, and then I've got this part over here. You can just about see it. Now, this game hacks your brain is a quote by another Satisfactory creator, and now being in-game for 5+ weeks, it's totally real. Yeah, it really does. Because it really starts to make you think about logistics and all sorts. Like, I was trying to sleep last night, and I was thinking about Satisfactory. When I was trying to sleep, all I could think about was, oh, I could build that, or I could title my video this, I could title that video, I could try and build this in the game, that would make a nice video. Like, Jesus, fall asleep! I've been tired since 1 PM, and now it's 1 AM, and I still cannot sleep. But to be fair, I've got trouble sleeping anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference. Okay, we're almost there. Actually, I made a shorts video about this, and I think it's currently on like 22,000 views. It's my most viewed shorts video, my most viewed video ever that I've made. What you're seeing right here, this is all just a road. And it's connecting those 44 pieces that I showed you earlier. So, again, we've got left lane traffic because we drive on the wrong side of the road here, I'm sorry. So you come along here, and you've got the lanes. You can then split to go in this lane to then continue going in this direction. You can jump on this thing, which takes you into the hypertube, which is quite simple to do. Or, of course, you could just continue going straight. Everything is connected by hypertubes, and it ends here, so if you want to jump across the road, you can. And, of course, there is this area here as well, in case you do want to hop across the road. But the parts that makes this build so different is because, again, this part... actually still part of the road. Let me show you. Up here, you've got the trains. The trains go chew. Trains do train stuff. You've got a pathway and room for the trucks. Then things start to get a little bit stupid. Underneath here, I've got room for 74 conveyor belts. And again, this was designed without lumen, so there's no lights in here. But, there we go. We've got room for 74 conveyor belts. Just in case you're trying to get a bunch of resources. That looks like a face. That looks like a face. Is it just me that sees that blue face looking thing? Anyway. So yeah. A bunch of conveyor belts. Let me show you what it looks like inside of here. It's quite dark. It's pitch dark, in fact. Somewhere here, there you go. It turns. Yeah. I'd be surprised. I would probably fill this up in 1.0. Next up, we've got this area down here, which is another secret underground train network. So just in case we've got too many trains going up over there, we've now got this area down here, which again is an additional train network. Furthermore, down here, we've got room for additional storage. So hypertubes, trucks, more conveyor belts if I ever need to use that, more trains, whatever my mind needs, I can fit down here. So that is the reason why I've got that. And there's also another layer underneath here, but this adjusts for like landscape stuff. So I will have a video talking about this in the future. I've been saying that though for the past 2 months, I think. So pretend I didn't even say that. And essentially, this is where I'm going to be building my city. Imagine, if you will, for a second, that everything from this level onwards is all flat. All of this is flattened out to this level. You can then have trains, which are roughly down here. Come out of here. Okay, this is nowhere near the... Oh, no, it is actually. This is the correct level. So you can have trains coming out of here underneath the foundations. So again, everything above here covered completely in foundations. That is when the underground train network comes in use, the thing that we're currently designing right now. And the underground train network will then be underneath this entire area. So essentially it's a world underneath a world underneath a world. Yeah. Corporate overload? Oh, this is definitely overload. Absolutely. Like, yeah. I made this and I can admit this is overload. Absolutely. I still think it could be kind of fun, like attaching everything here. I don't know. The thing is, right, I've got the ideas, I've got the time, and I've got the audience as well, which is brilliant. But I've got a feeling my PC just won't be able to handle it. I cannot be asked to fly back all the way over there. Can I respawn? I think I actually respawn closer. Anything I can show you over here? I suppose, yes. I can show you my entrance to my home. Again, this might be my home. So what I've done is I've incorporated the 2 nuclear fuel generators, the nuclear power plants, into here. Added a couple of signs, because we've added a lot of signs into this world. Ignore this. Again, I used this for a video I released earlier. What is this? How is this? Kind of like that. Simple, but it's... When did I design this? But yeah, you come through here essentially. And then you go underground. Again, it's very dark. I designed all this without lumen. And then you open up the gates. And then, of course, you have the factory. That could be quite nice. This, I don't even want to get into that much. But actually, this is probably a better way to see what it is. It's my turbo fuel design. So in total, if I remember correctly, my turbo fuel factory has 9 floors. And this is what it looks like. It's going to need a few more lights. Actually, I probably will show you what it looks like. Why not here? Also, this is where I make my thumbnails as well, which is why you see like random stuff just sticking out. Yeah, we have been live for 3 hours. This is... Generally, when I stream, it's actually insane how quickly time travels. Like, whenever I stream Satisfactory, or whenever I run on the treadmill, I lose track of time. It's generally insane. Yeah, this was like a nice little addition I thought I'd have to the outside of this build. Let me show you what this is basically about. Oh, it looks quite mysterious with that light. Let me try and add one maybe here. Oh, that could look decent anyway. So yeah, we've got all the turbo fuel coming into these fuel generators. Up here, we then have a logistics floor, which deals with everything. Up here, we then have our blenders and our water unpackagers. We then have a logistics floor. Wait, no, we don't. I lied, I sinned. Sorry, this is a second floor of fuel generators. And in case you're wondering how big this is going to be, it starts here, and it goes all the way until that rock formation right there. It's about 90 foundations big. 90 foundations. And again, this is double layered, so if I didn't do this, it would be 180 foundations big. So, yeah, that's fun. 2 layers of fuel generators. We then have our blender and water unpackager floor, which I haven't fully designed just yet. I'm still coming up with things like that. Fix it immediately. I've got an echo. Is it fixed now? I don't know why there would have been an echo. You have another quick question? That's fine. You can ask it. Another logistics floor. This floor up here deals with... What does it deal with? Something. Anyway, then a train station's on top. What does that floor deal with? Built it for a reason. The exterior, by the way, is not final. That's just a rough build. Where's my notebook? Refineries. That's what's in there. Oh, you had 2 streams at once. Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's going to be a floor for refineries. Anything else I can show you quickly? Yep, this is just another angle of my roads. Although now I suppose you can actually see my roads with the power poles, as well as some verticality to it as well. Because of course, we do have to add some sort of verticality, and this is what it's going to look like. Very, very simple. This still took about like 10 different blueprints to make, but it is rather simple in theory. It works out decently, I think. None of these things that I build are necessarily over the top. It does the job that I need it to do, and nothing more and nothing less. Sometimes it is a bit over complicated, but that's just because I like to sometimes overcomplicate things. That's just me. That's basically my creative world, which is the reason why I've got about 108 hours in this thing. But yeah, that's basically all I wanted to try and do today. I hope that you guys did end up enjoying this stream. Whoa, what the hell has gone on here? What? My background's gone. How did I delete my background? I'll fix it. I'll do it off camera. But thank you very much for watching. Thank you for the 2 subscribers today over on YouTube. And thank you very much for the 1 follower over on Twitch. I do greatly appreciate your support as always. I have got a video coming out tomorrow. Hopefully I can make it in time. I've been making a lot of videos recently, and it's a lot of work to make, but people seem to be enjoying it though. So I'll keep it up. I'm still enjoying it as well, so that's always quite nice. But I think that will just about conclude it for today. We peaked at almost 30 viewers. That's mad. 23 likes. Wow. Thank you guys so much. I think that's our most liked stream that we've done, at least in a while. I know that sometimes we've done a stream, then it's got a lot of likes afterwards. But as of right now, in regards of like live likes. That's the most we've ever got. No problem, Duke. I'm very glad that you enjoyed it, and thank you very much for watching. May I DM you on Discord sometime? You're into megastructures too, and would like to discuss a future little project I like to have talents like you to do collabs on. I don't really use Discord that much, but if I do get into Discord, then yes, but I literally don't use it at all. But it would be quite nice to do something like that one day, though. But either way, chat, thank you very much for tuning in. You guys are awesome. And remember, Godspeed. Where the hell has my background gone? That's okay. I'm actually pissed off. I'm tilted. Anyway, yeah, Godspeed. Yeah, good night, everyone. Good afternoon. I don't know what time zone it is, but yeah, have an amazing day, guys. Bye.